Today at ChumbaCasino.com. It's time to cha-cha-cha-cha-chumba. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to Seattle, where it's time for the Keys to the Game, sponsored by Realtors. Buying a home can be a lot, but with the ethical expertise of a Realtor, you don't have to do it alone. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. All right, PJ, let's start with the 4-seed Arizona. How do the Wildcats survive and advance against Akron?
Well, they better start with guarding the three-point line. Akron, believe it or not, has attempted over 1,000 threes. They've made the 7th most in the NCAA. You have to take them off the line. Arizona's got to get to the free throw line. They got to be aggressive. They got to take it to the basket. They got to earn a bunch of free throw attempts.
All right, let's talk about the keys for the Akron Zips. They're looking for their first ever tournament win, close a couple of years ago against UCLA. How do they get over the hump?
They score a lot of points, but they're going to need their specialty points today. Fast break points, some points off turnovers, maybe even some second chance points, which will be hard to come by against Arizona's rebounding. Battle on the boards. Arizona is a top 20 margin rebound team. They have the potential to really hurt you on the glass.
Let's check the starting lineup, sponsored by Cintas. Workdays are better when you partner with Cintas. Keep your team protected, prepared, and looking great. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday. First for the Arizona Wildcats at 22-12. They are the 4-seed in the East. In the backcourt, Jayden Bradley, 6'3" junior from New York. Last 7 games, he's averaging better than 13 points per game. He's joined by Caleb Love, the 6'4" senior from St. Louis. He is playing in his 11th career NCAA tournament game here tonight. Up front, Anthony Delorso, 6'6" junior transfer from Campbell, and Trey Townsend, a 6'7" senior transfer from Oakland. The man in the middle is Tobe Awaka, 6'9" junior transfer from Tennessee, and honorable mention, all Big 12 selection. Head coach Tommy Lloyd, it's his 4th season at the helm, a record of 110 wins and just 32 defeats. Now for the Akron Zips, 28-6 on the season. They are the 13 seed in the East region. In the backcourt, Tavari Johnson, 5'11" junior from Illinois, is a first-team All-MAC performer, joined by Nate Johnson, a 6'3" junior from Ohio, the MAC Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year, and Isaiah Gray, 6'3" senior from Brooklyn. Seth Wilson is the 4th guard. He's a 6'2" senior from Ohio. And up front, it's James Okonkwo, a 6'8" senior transfer from North Carolina. Head coach John Gross, his 17th season as a Division I head coach, a record of 350 victories and 219 defeats. Our officials for tonight's game, Michael Greenstein, Bill Covington, and Kelly Pfeiffer. Great crowd for the afternoon session here, better than 17,000 on hand. Of course, they clear the arena in between sessions, and so we still have folks making their way in. But, of course, Arizona always has a great following, and you knew the fans would show up here in Seattle for this game.
Oh, it's going to be a sellout tonight. There's no question. This is a really good matchup, and you know, a lot of the local Seattle fans are used to seeing Arizona and Oregon. They rooted against them for so many years over at Heckhead Pavilion on the campus of the University of Washington. So no question it's going to be a big crowd. It's always a tough thing. You got to empty the building out and let the people back in. That's very hard to do. And a lot of them are the same people. People are always saying, hey, I got tickets for tonight. Can I stay? No. Go outside, do a U-turn, come right back.
Now, don't sleep on this Akron team. They may not have as many fans in the building as Arizona. They may not be as recognizable as the Wildcats, but this is a really good team. Won the MAC tournament, 3rd time in 40 years they have taken home the MAC tournament title, and they are hungry for that first ever NCAA win.
Hey, how about these numbers, Ryan? Excuse me. 4th in assists, 7th in three-pointers made, and 8th in scoring. This is a legit, high-powered offensive team.
Arizona will take the court in their home white uniforms trimmed in red. Akron, meanwhile, is in the navy blues trimmed in gold. Time now for the opening tip, sponsored by AutoZone. What makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination? Well, it's because they offer free battery testing and charging and reliable replacement batteries. And, of course, they've always got your battery solution. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Tobe Awaka is going to jump center for Arizona. It'll be James Okonkwo for Akron. Game 3 of 4 here at Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle. Still have one more to come. Oregon and Liberty will close out our night. Michael Greenstein steps into the center circle, and we are ready to play basketball in the East region. The tap is won by Arizona. Wildcats have it first, moving left to right here in the opening 20 minutes. Bradley hands it off for Del Orso. Up top it goes to Love. Caleb Love in his 11th NCAA tournament game. Back to Del Orso, now to Jaden Bradley. Left corner, they leave him open, and he splashed the three. Bradley had been in a massive three-point shooting slump, but he hit 3 in the Big 12 tournament, and he opens the scoring tonight with a triple. First possession of the game for Akron. Tavari Johnson dribbles right side, get it to Nate Johnson in the paint, drop it off Okonkwo, left block, can't finish inside. Love climbs high for the Arizona rebound.
Good pass, he's got to make that shot.
Bradley on the drive, finds Del Orso left corner. His three, back in the iron, no good. And the rebound yanked down by Seth Wilson for Akron. Over on the right side, it goes to Isaiah Gray. 4-guard look for Akron. Gray driving into the paint, down the middle, puts it up, can't finish inside. Fight for the rebound, it's loose. Trey Townsend's got it for Arizona. Off it goes to Bradley. Bradley right down the middle of the floor. Weaves off to the left. Get it to Del Orso. Out to Townsend. They leave him alone. He'll fire the three from the right slot, and it's good. Couple of triples for the Wildcats. They've got a 6-0 lead.
Wide open. I think they were confused in the matchup in transition. He's too good a shooter to let do that.
Tavari Johnson dribbles over on the right side. Puts up a floater down the right side of the lane. Off the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound inside. Okonkwo battling for it. Has it. Fires it off the leg of an Arizona player. And Akron will have it with 18:39 to go in the first half, down 6-0.
Ryan, they've had 3 shots in the paint already. They've just been unable to finish. I know Arizona's got some length, but they were shots that I think Akron normally is going to make.
Tavari Johnson will inbound baseline left for Akron. Tavari Johnson and Nate Johnson, two of the better players. No relation between the two. Tavari Johnson working against Caleb Love. He's got it 15 feet away, left of the lane. He backs up beyond the three-point line. Up top it goes to Gray. Gray dribbling over on the left side against Del Orso. Gets it out to Seth Wilson. 5 to shoot. Wilson leans it on Bradley. Fires a desperation 3 off the iron. No good. Townsend the Arizona rebound. Off to Del Orso on the right side. The Campbell transfer. Top to Love. Open for a 3. Got it. Rattles it in. It's 9-0 Arizona. And a quick timeout taken by John Gross and Akron. 18-11 to go first half. 9-0 Wildcats.
Yeah, John Gross isn't happy on either end of the floor. 3 threes, and they really weren't contested threes, although that Caleb Love one was deep. I like the shots that Akron's gotten on the offensive end. They just didn't put the ball in the basket.
Timeout of the court sponsored by Rocket. Own the dream. 18-11 to go first half. 9-0 Arizona from the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network. This is the men's basketball tournament.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
At Meineke, doing car care right means easy payment plans. With multiple financing solutions, Meineke has options specifically designed for people with credit challenges. See your locally owned Meineke today for details on custom payment plans. Visit Meineke.com and schedule an appointment today. Each Meineke is independently owned and operated. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
Meanwhile at Xfinity.
Okay, huddle up. Do you realize how many fans stream basketball? It's madness.
But real fans stream with Xfinity Internet.
Totally. We've engineered a super fast connection.
With reduced buffering and low lag.
'Cause making streaming better is what we do!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Can we let go now? It's really not a huddle with 2 people.
Switch to Xfinity Internet and stream live sports from the best seat in the house. Bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Actual speeds vary. Not guaranteed.
The beauty of a tournament cheat sheet is that someone else spent thousands of hours watching film and analyzing stats, so you didn't have to. When it comes to hiring for your small business, LinkedIn does the same thing with candidates. LinkedIn delivers the strongest hiring data and insights to help you identify the right candidates to make the best hiring decisions. Hire professionals like a professional on LinkedIn. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/SXM. That's linkedin.com/SXM. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's check each team's tournament resume, sponsored by Monster.com. Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. Monster.com provides great coaching and millions of job openings. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today. Arizona at-large bid out of the Big 12. They finished third in the regular season. Went to the Big 12 title game before falling to Houston. Akron, meanwhile, won the MAC regular season and the tournament. They've won 21 of their last 22 games coming into play tonight. But a 9-0 start for Arizona. They've made 3 threes.
Every Arizona shot has been a three-pointer. They're 3 for 4. Akron's had 3 shots in the paint. They're 0 for 4.
Nate Johnson with it for Akron. Dribbles left, gets inside the elbow against Caleb Love. Up top it goes to Amani Lyles in for the first time. He'll bounce it back towards Tavari Johnson along the right baseline. Scores. Great pass, and Johnson pays it off. 9-2 Arizona.
Good response out of the John Gross timeout.
Bradley with a dribble out between the circles. He'll hand it off for Caleb Love. Love dribbles over on the right side, makes a pass to Trey Townsend. Picks up his dribble up top. It goes to Jaden Bradley. Back to Townsend high on the right. Puts it on the deck. Drives against Lyles. Turns his back. Trying to get in the paint. Lyles slapped it away. Picked up off the court. Here comes Amani Lyles to make it Shamaz Scott now with it on the left side. Get it out to Gray. Up top it goes to Tavari Johnson. Johnson driving right. Gets around Townsend. Scoops it up off the glass and scores 2. Back-to-back buckets for Tavari Johnson. 9-4 Arizona.
Again, Akron is getting very good shots.
Del Orso rips it through, drives right. Tavari Johnson reaches in from behind, slaps it away out of bounds. It'll be Arizona ball baseline right. KJ Lewis checks in for the first time. He'll take the place of Del Orso for the Wildcats. Lewis played great in the Big 12 tournament, averaged 15, 5, and 3 in Arizona's 3 games there. Bradley to inbound baseline right. Looking, he'll throw it deep all the way to the backcourt. KJ Lewis will let it bounce. Now picks it up, crosses back into the front court. Lewis pounds it down with the right hand. Dribbles on the right side, get it up to Awaka. Now on the left wing it goes to Bradley. Bradley driving right, turns the corner in the paint, rises for a 12-footer and splashes it down for 2. Jaden Bradley's got 5. Arizona leads 11-4. Lyles with it out high on the right side for Akron. Dribbles just above the free throw line, stops there, out to Shamaz Scott. Shamaz Scott driving right. His floater from the right lane line is off the mark, no good. Rebound batted, out of bounds. It's off Akron.
Good dribble penetration by Akron has allowed them to get into the paint. Now, again, Arizona's not easy to finish inside against, but I think John Gross will be happy with the shots that they're getting. He's also mixing up his defense, some man-to-man, a little bit of zone. It's his fist sign, which will be the man-to-man.
Henry Vasar checks in for the first time for Arizona, the 7-footer. Here's Caleb Love, dribbling right. Step back 3 on the way from the wing. Around and out, no good. Scott has a weak side rebound for Akron. Shamaz Scott, the MAC 6th man of the year, up the right side of the court. Stops beyond the three-point line. Get it up top to Amani Lyles. Back door to Tavari Johnson in the paint. Floater is up and in. Over top of Townsend. Johnson's got all 6 Akron points. 11-6 Arizona. Second time he's caught the Wildcats on a backdoor cut. Here's Lewis, over to Bradley on the right. Up top it goes to Vasar, the 7-footer. Bradley gets it back. Bradley's going to try another 3. That one's off to the right. And the rebound will carry him all the way out of bounds.
We better check what the NCAA record is for 3-point attempts, because Arizona's got a leg up on it already.
Wildcats have come out firing from 3-point range. They've already taken 6. They've made 3. And we've got a timeout on the court with 16 minutes remaining in the first half. It's Arizona 11 and Akron 6. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doop doop, and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
Then we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Lowe's knows what makes SpringFest savings even better are member-only doorbuster deals. Right now, Rewards members can save $40 on an Allen & Roth Chesler Gold faucet. Was $99, now $59. Plus, save $110 on a Cobalt 40-volt battery trimmer and blower combo kit. Was $279, now $169. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/24 while supplies last. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
You know what I love about spring? It's a season of change, and that means it's time for a closet refresh. Enter Kohl's. With the extra 15% off they have going on, I saved on the latest styles for my entire family, like a cute dress for myself, linen shorts for my husband, and spring jackets for my kids. Just add sunshine and we're set. All thanks to Kohl's. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 15% offer ends March 23rd. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Welcome back to Seattle, where it's time for the Kohl's Fact of the Game. There are 23 Division I schools this year that feature a head coach coaching his son, including both of the teams in this game. Tommy Lloyd's son Liam transferred from Northern Arizona to finish his career playing for the Wildcats, while John Gross's son Connor is a freshman on the Zips roster. It's our Fact of the Game, sponsored by Kohl's. Make this spring a stylish one with on-trend looks for every occasion when you shop at Kohl's and Kohls.com, where families come first.
Put my foot in my mouth and ask you a fact of the game. Did Liam Lloyd not start at one of the teams that played in the game just finished? I think Liam started at GCU before he went to Northern.
Here's Tavari Johnson with it. Bounce it over to Nate Johnson. Dribbling down the right side. Stops, fade away over Love. And he rattles it in. And something to say to the Arizona bench afterwards. First bucket for Nate Johnson.
That was a tough shot.
11-8 Arizona. Carter Bryant in for the first time for the Wildcats. Over to KJ Lewis on the right. Lewis tried to bounce pass inside the base arm. It was deflected and stolen away. Excellent job by Bowen Hardman to deflect that one and save it in bounds. Here's Tavari Johnson out high on the left side for Akron. Up top it goes to Amani Lyles. Hand it back to Johnson in the left slot. Dribbling right, down the right side. Stop in the mid-post. Cut off there. Bounce it back out front. Nate Johnson. Dribbling right. Goes behind his back left. Spins back to his right. Fade away from the foul line. Bounces off the rim. No good. Vasar is there and has the Arizona rebound. Up the right side it goes to Jaden Bradley. Both of these teams would not mind an up and down pace. Love dribbling right. Stops into Vasar. In the paint. Foul going up. It's going to go in, but they're going to wave it off. Say the foul was on the floor. Vasar wants the bucket. He's not going to get it. It'll be Arizona ball out of bounds. Foul against Akron will go. It's against Bowen Hardman.
Yeah, they had a little confusion there who the foul was on.
So Hardman picks up his first. Sharon Young, the freshman from Morgantown, in the ball game for the first time for Akron. Jaden Bradley will inbound baseline right. Bradley looking, throws it out deep. Again, KJ Lewis will let it go into the backcourt and now picks it up. Back across the timeline, up top to Henry Vasar. Now to Jaden Bradley in the left slot. Bradley dribbles at the free throw line. Stop there, lob it inside. Vasar makes the catch. He's fouled going up. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. The foul is going to be against Sharon Young. He picks up his first, and a couple of free throws coming up for Vasar. The Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure. Hurry in for an exceptional offer on Jeep's Go Anywhere, Do Anything SUVs, and let the ride of a lifetime begin.
Talking about going up, how about Amani Lyles? It was after the whistle, but he went about 2 feet above the rim and just knocked the shot out of bounds by the Akron bench. Vasar cannot convert the first free throw.
Spins it out. He's a 70% free throw shooter. Vasar steadies, deep breath, bends his knees. Second free throw is up, and that one bangs off the back of the rim. No good. Lyles has the rebound. Empty trip for Arizona. Akron down 9-0 to start. Now down 11-8 with the ball. Here's Lyles, top of the key. Handed off Nate Johnson. Dribbles right, inside the elbow. Stops at the mid-post, a little bit off balance. He'll toss it out to Shamaz Scott. Scott with it, high on the right side. Goes behind his back, trying to lose KJ Lewis. Up top to Lyles. Lyles dribbling left, backdoor, inside. Young goes up. Carter Bryant is there and sends him away. Caleb Love has it for the Wildcats. He'll leave it for Jaden Bradley in the front court. Back to Love on the right. Love driving left, and he traveled. Caught it on the right side, tried to make a move, and they say he shuffled his feet. That'll be an Arizona turnover. Give it back to the Zips.
Kelly Pfeiffer right on top of the call. That was a point of emphasis a couple years ago. Actually cleaned the game up. You don't see it called as much anymore because players have done a better job of establishing the pivot foot before they go. Caleb Love did not that time.
Akron basketball. We've seen Akron get some backdoor cuts against the
Wildcats.
Wildcats.
Yeah, the second one would have counted except for really good help defense.
Scott up top to Nate Johnson. Dribbles over on the right side. Gets inside the elbow. Floater for the mid-post. Off the rim short. Rebound loose underneath. Love's got it for the Wildcats. Over to Carter Bryant, the McDonald's All-American. Whips the pass over to Lewis. Driving right, and Lewis traveled. Same move. Lewis caught it. Moved his feet before he put it on the deck. Back-to-back Arizona turnovers.
Carter Bryant made that impressive block against the back door right there. Coming in, Carter Bryant is bigger and even stronger than I thought just looking at him in person.
6'8" freshman from Southern California. Akron ball down 3, 13:53 to go first half. Here's a three on the way and splashed in by Shamar Scott. That'll tie the game at 11. The 9-point deficit has been erased by Akron. They actually called it a deep 2, make it 11-10. Now Vasar down the left side, went to jam it with the left hand, couldn't finish. Grabs his own rebound and slams it home with two hands.
Boy, emphatic finish. Both shots were tough shots by Vasar. I mean, tough in terms of taking it strong to the rim.
13-10 Arizona lead. Again, that shot by Scott was ruled as a 2. Here's Nate Johnson, backdoor to Young. Shovel it off underneath Okonkwo, met up top by Bryant. Picked up by Vasar. Over it goes to Lewis. Racing into the front court. Right side Bryant. He'll elevate for the two-hand slam. Carter Bryant playing both ends. 15-10 Arizona.
It's got to be a misprint. I'm looking at the stats for the year. Help me out, partner. It says Carter Bryant has 3 block shots for the year.
He's got 2 in the last couple of minutes. Here's Scott floating in from right of the lane. Second bucket for Shamar Scott. 15-12 Arizona. Bradley racing back the other way. Finds KJ Lewis. Drives to the left baseline. Stop and pop an 8-footer, no good. Vasar the offensive rebound. Out to Love. Pump fake the 3. Now a fadeaway 17-footer. Back to the iron, no. Bryant fighting for the rebound. He and Young together on the deck and a held ball. And the possession arrow favors Akron.
Well, I am a Carter Bryant fan real early. That young guy is getting after it. I cannot believe he's got 3 blocks for the entire year. Those weren't just like good blocks. They were excellent blocks right there, erasing a backdoor play and erasing what his opponent thought was going to be an emphatic dunk.
I will tell you, he has 35 blocks on the year.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. I'm here to help. Here's Johnson with it out high on the left side. Dribbles up to the top of the key, turns the corner, floater from the foul line, rolls off the iron, no good. Shaden Bradley has the rebound underneath for Arizona. Bradley across the timeline, forecourt right. He'll push the pace. Bangs in the gray. Stops right of the lane. Up top to Del Orso is back in. Over on the left wing to Lewis. Now to Vasar. High right side Bradley. Bradley dribbles left to the foul line. Out to Lewis. Left wing. 3 is in the air. Off the iron. No good. And the rebound run down by Tabari Johnson for Akron. 12:05 to go first half. Arizona 15, Akron 12. Johnson down the left side, weaving underneath, puts it up over Vasar. Can't finish, and Vasar grabs the rebound. He'll get the outlet pass to Bradley. Bradley on the run again. Bradley Euro step to his left, floats it up in the middle of the paint, and drops in 2. Jaden Bradley's got 7 early. Arizona leads 17-12.
You said they wouldn't mind. Forget they wouldn't mind. Both these teams love to go up and down.
Gray dribbling left, turns, throws it off the chest of Okonkwo, but it ricochets right back to Gray. It's about a 1.5-foot pass at 80 miles an hour. Here's Scott with it over on the right side against Del Orso. He's going to pull up for a deep 3. Back of the iron, no. KJ Lewis, the Arizona rebound. He'll run it into the front court. Lewis into the paint. Stops, gets it to Del Orso along the baseline. Reverse layup with the right. That's no good. Okonkwo has the rebound. Boy, Del Orso might not have an easier shot the rest of the game. Here's Seth Wilson firing a 3 from the top. Too strong off the left side of the rim. Long rebound into the hands of Bryant for Arizona. Back to Bradley. Wildcats with the ball. Up 5. Bradley on the drive. Got it knocked away. Stolen inside. Then KJ Lewis takes it back. He's stripped. Gets the ball back. Knocked away from behind. Out of bounds. It'll be Arizona ball underneath.
We got a lot of tired players on the floor right now. They need this timeout.
Those guys are sucking wind. They will head to the bench. And we will all take a deep breath with 10:58 to go in the first half. Arizona 17, Akron 12. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Selling your home, it's one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. You could go it alone, trying to navigate market trends, determine fair pricing, and tackle tricky negotiations on your own. You could second-guess every decision, wondering if you're doing it right. Then there's the showings, the offers, and the mountain of paperwork. Or you could work with the expertise of a Realtor, here to guide and help protect as you make your next big move. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
Welcome to Staples.
I hear Staples prints it all for any business.
You bet, and we'll beat any print quote.
So if I had a pizza place...
Staples can print signs, menus, pizza boxes.
A landscaping business?
Oh, we can print yard signs, t-shirts, brochures.
How about a pizza/landscaping business? I'll call it Dough and Mo.
I like it.
Right now at Staples, get up to $250 off your print purchase. Ends 4/5, exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for offer details. Price match guarantee valid in store and staples.com/print. Visit staples.com/price match for details.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your life, your goals, your legacy. With a dedicated Fidelity advisor, it's all part of a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Visit fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC.
Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com empowers you to score your next position and win the job hunt. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today.
Let's check the schedule of tournament games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by the 2027 X15 engine from Cummins, featuring better fuel efficiency, immense power, and backed by 25-plus years of experience. The 2027 X15 is built to rise above the challenges of tomorrow. The X15, forever rising. One more game to come here tonight. Winner of this game will meet the winner of the Oregon Liberty game that will close out day one for us in Seattle. Right now, we've got Arizona and Akron in a track meet. Akron did get an extra point during the timeout. They reviewed the shot by Shema Scott. It was a three, as we originally thought. So 17-13 the score. Arizona up 4. But, PJ, these teams are going up and down like it's a NASCAR race.
No question. And there was a lot of fatigue. People like the longer timeouts in the NCAA, and they, coaches coach to the next media timeout, but you can't control when that first whistle is going to come. Referee's letting them play. It's going up and down. Mike Greenstein's still over there at the table. He and Bill Covington are right there's solved whatever dilemma they were looking at.
I think they wanted to make sure that everybody was on the same page, that it is 17-13. That is the score. Arizona ball baseline right. Jaden Bradley to inbound looking. He'll bounce it into a cutting Townsend down the lane for a two-hand slam.
First two times they ran it underneath out of bounds, they threw it into the backcourt. That time they got a layup out of it.
19-13 Arizona, 10:47 to go first half. Tavari Johnson with the dribble out high. Lets Seth Wilson clear through. Dribbles over on the right wing. Stops there. Looked at the three. Didn't take it. Instead, he'll give it up. This is Hardman into the paint. Stops. Nearly traveled. Out to Amani Lyles. Lyles dribbles to the right elbow. Stops there. Needs some help. Shot clock down to 6. Out to Tavari Johnson. Harassed by Lewis. Johnson with it. Shot clock at 2. Now at 1. Fading 18-footer from the right. It's off the rim. No good. Townsend has the rebound. Good Arizona defense that time down.
Their best possession so far on the defensive end.
Bradley to Lewis. Up top. Townsend out of Del Orso on the left. Dribbling left. Gets to the bucket. Puts it up. Shot rejected inside. Amani Lyles met him up top, and the ball goes off Del Orso and out of bounds.
We have had some spectacular block shots from both teams already.
Well, what a great job by Lyles, just maintaining verticality and then swatting that shot off of Del Orso.
And normally when they go vertically, you just put hands up in the air. Not only did he maintain verticality, then he came down with the hand on the ball.
Akron has missed 5 straight. They're one of their last 7. Nate Johnson trying to inbound against KJ Lewis. Dribbles right, jumps the pass. Tavari Johnson, right corner 3 is good. Tavari Johnson with 9 already. 19-16 Arizona. Pass for Awaka running the floor too far off his fingertips and out of bounds. Now they'll get Caleb Love up off the Arizona bench. He will check back in. Jaden Bradley, who plays heavy minutes, will get a break.
They also got Tommy Lloyd up. He was almost at half court, questioning the wisdom behind that pass.
Akron down 3 with the ball. Tavari Johnson slowly walks it up into the front court.
6 Arizona turnovers, 1 Akron turnover so far.
Johnson makes the pass into Hardman. Right corner 3 for the tie is short. Long rebound. Love comes back to help out and has it for the Wildcats. Caleb Love looking up the floor, finds KJ Lewis on the right wing. Look inside to Townsend. Top it goes to Awaka. Awaka puts it on the floor, shovel it off Del Orso. Dribbling right out to Lewis. Down to Townsend now in the right corner. Back up top it goes to Del Orso. Del Orso whips a pass to Lewis right side. His 3. Too strong off the iron. Townsend the offensive rebound. Townsend bullies his way inside. Scores off the window. Trey Townsend using his girth. He's got 7. 21-16 Arizona. 9 minutes to go first half. Nate Johnson into the paint, driving left, flips it up off the window. No, Awaka's got the rebound. Off to Caleb Love, 5-on-3 the other way. Love out to Townsend on the left wing. Shovel it back, Love. He'll take the 3. Off the iron, no good. Townsend another offensive rebound, and he got shoved from behind going up. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Is he using his girth again?
He was again, carving out space underneath. Townsend to the free throw line to shoot 2. The foul is going to go against Seth Wilson. He picks up his first. Download the brand new Westwood One Sports app and catch every minute of the men's and women's NCAA tournament anytime, anywhere. Don't be left out. Get the Westwood One Sports app today. Townsend's first free throw bounces off the front of the rim, no good. He's an 82% free throw shooter. Transfer from Oakland. He was on that Oakland team last year that got a win, knocked off Kentucky, sent Ben home.
Coach Campy.
Been there forever. Greg Campy is coaching ex-players' kids. He's been there so long.
He's a nice man, and he's a heck of a coach.
Second free throw for Townsend is no good. A walk to the offensive rebound, lays it in.
Last minute, all of a sudden, Arizona starting to take hold on the offensive glass.
23-16, the Arizona lead at 7. 8:38 to go first half. Scott dribbling right, gets to the elbow, up top it goes to Lyles. Dribbles left, spins off Awaka, into the paint, scoops it up with the right hand, rolls it off the rim, no good. Awaka, the Arizona rebound. Off to Caleb Love. Love quickly into the front court. Up top to Awaka, driving right, puts a shoulder down, and it is an offensive foul. Put a shoulder right into the chest of Lyles, who did a great job anticipating that move. Foul against Awaka is first.
Caleb Love made a good pass to him. He didn't read the situation at all. The defender was standing right there in front of him. Just tried to go right through him. I'll tell you, Lyles last time, his spin move into the paint was beautiful. Started left hand, did a nice spin, and just missed the shot at the rim. Really good offensive play, but inability to finish. That's kind of the way Akron started the game, getting good shots and not finishing in close.
Awaka will sit. Vasar back in for Arizona. Scott, 17-foot jumper above the foul line. No good. Off the back of the rim. KJ Lewis, the rebound. Got it swatted away from behind, and then Lyles diving at the ball. Clipped the heels of Lewis. That'll be a foul against Damani Lyles. He picks up his first. Akron with a substitute in the game. Isaiah Gray is back on the floor, and now Okonkwo is going to return as well.
For the most part, the referee's letting the teams play. There's been 2 fouls just like that, kind of inadvertent contact, but the refs had to call it. 4 team fouls on Akron, only 1 so far on Arizona. They're really not getting after it defensively.
Here's Love up top to Vasar, now to Del Orso high on the left side. Del Orso get it down to Townsend, left of the lane, posted against Gray. Townsend backing his way in, turns middle, right-handed jump hook, good for 2. Trey Townsend has come to play. He's got 9 in the first half. 25-16, Arizona has matched its largest lead at 9. Gray with it over on the left side, fumble the pass, picks it up near midcourt. Driving on Townsend to the left. He'll shovel it off to Nate Johnson, back to Gray, left corner. Drives the baseline, spins right. Love stays in front. Gray with 10 to shoot. Into the paint, and a foul is going to be called against Caleb Love. Reaching in from behind. Love disagrees. It'll be his first. It's the second team foul against Arizona, and that will bring us to a timeout. With 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in half number 1, Arizona 25, Akron 16. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
And that is why many of the greatest feats of fandom require you to be on your feet. Any questions?
Professor, NCAA men's basketball is back.
Are we ready?
You prepared to show up, show out, give it 110 from tip to the final buzzer? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MVB tickets.
I'm at a smoothie bar asking people if they'd switch smoothies with me for $574.
Oh, I'll switch.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
That's a headache.
Nope, it's painless.
Oh, so it's easy money.
Yep, check Allstate first and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Ryan Radke, PJ Carlesimo here at our Grainger broadcast position in Seattle. For the ones who get it done, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade products for all industries, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. 7:30 to go first half. Arizona 25, Akron 16. Wildcats have cooled off from three-point range, PJ, but their size is beginning to become a factor.
Well, one of the keys we talked about was battle on the boards for Akron. Again, easier said than done. They're getting manhandled on the boards. It's 22-9 overall, 5-1 on the offensive glass, and you see it in the paint points, 16-6 in favor of Arizona, 6-zip in second chance points. So right now, Arizona's size and girth, if you will, are changing the game.
You figure if Arizona's going to win this game, that's what they're going to have to do, because they are, despite their early success, they're not a team that hits threes. I mean, they're down 270-some in the country in three-point percentage coming in.
Yeah, and Akron is a team that's lived by the three. They've only taken 6 so far. Arizona's already taken 9. That's a very surprising number for both teams.
Scott will inbound baseline left for Akron. Looking, bounce it in, and Caleb Love deflects it out of bounds.
Who's been very quiet, Ryan? Nate Johnson.
Yeah, have not heard a lot from him. The MAC Player of the Year, just 1 of 4 from the floor. 2 points here in the early going. Sharon Young will inbound now on the near sideline, down towards the corner. 19 to shoot. Young gets it into Scott. Up on the left side, he's double-teamed. Makes the pass out to Nate Johnson near midcourt. Back to Scott, high on the left. Shot clock down to 11. Here's Johnson with it on the right. Matched against Caleb Love. Dribbles down to the baseline. 18-footer on the way. Hits the rim. Bounces high. Comes off no good. Fight for the offensive rebound. Instead, it's Love that comes away with it. Off to Jaden Bradley. Bounces to Del Orso, who was standing out of bounds. Another unforced turnover for the Wildcats. They've had a couple of travels, and now Del Orso just standing out of bounds when he caught the pass.
Right, that's 8 turnovers already for Arizona. Only 1 for Akron.
Tavari Johnson back into the Zips lineup.
They still lead by 9 points. It makes no sense.
Here comes Johnson across the timeline for Akron. Down by 9, 7:03 to go here in the first half. Tavari Johnson dribbling left. Stop at the mid-post. Get it up high to Okonkwo. Hand it back to Johnson. Top of the key. Puts up a 3 over Del Orso. Rattles and comes out no good. And Okonkwo trying to save the rebound and bounds, but right to Vasar, who threw it away. Into the hands of Nate Johnson. Lob Okonkwo went to slam it down. Couldn't do it, but fouled by Vasar. First foul against Henry Vasar. Another Arizona turnover as Vasar just threw the ball right into the hands of Nate Johnson. Caleb Love wasn't even looking back.
Arizona was 6th in the Big 12, and there's more than 12 schools, by the way, in the Big 12. 6th in turnovers, 11.5. Okonkwo misses the first one, 11.5 turnovers a game. They got 9 already. We still have almost 7 minutes to go in the first half.
Vasar will sit, a walk it back in. Later on, we'll select the smart coaching move of the day, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Second free throw good for Okonkwo. 25-17 Arizona, 6:37 to go first half. Caleb Love dribbles on the right, turns the corner, on the drive to the bucket, lost it going up. Picked up by Nate Johnson for Akron, then Jaden Bradley takes it away. Ball is loose, Del Orso trying to get it. Johnson has it back. Fires a three, top of the key. Off the front of the rim, no good. Awaka clears the rebound for Arizona.
Wow, that was a confident three.
Meanwhile, Arizona continues to be extremely careless with the basketball.
It's a nice way of putting it.
Here's Tobe Awaka. I'm a nice guy. Handed off to Del Orso. He gets stripped from behind by Johnson. Tamari Johnson down the left side. Reverse layup with the right is good. 11 for Tamari Johnson. 25-19 Arizona. The Wildcats continue to give it away. 10 Arizona turnovers already. Townsend high on the left side to Love. Love get it to Awaka at the free throw line. Out to Del Orso. Right open. Right wing three is good for Anthony Del Orso. His first bucket makes it 28-19 Wildcats.
Anthony needed that for his peace of mind, believe me.
Here's Shamaz Scott with it between the rings, guarded by Del Orso. Scott dribbles over on the right side. Back up top it goes to Gray. Gray dribbling right beyond the three-point line with the shot clock at 12. Works his way inside the arc against Del Orso. Dribbles left. Spins back to his right. Leave it for Nate Johnson. 5 to shoot. Johnson against Caleb Love. 3 to shoot. Nate Johnson dribbles left. Crosses right. 18-footer is up. Off the iron, no good. Rebound tipped up and in. We'll see who gets it. I think it's going to be Gray. Isaiah Gray got a hand on it, tipped that one in. 28-21 Arizona, 4:59 to go before the break.
I wasn't even sure which team tipped it in.
Here's a walk at the right elbow. They cycle to Bradley left baseline. He bangs into Gray on a drive to the bucket, flipped it in, but they're going to wave it off. Blocking foul against Isaiah Gray. He picks up his first. Seth Wilson back in for Akron along with Amani Lyles. KJ Lewis and Carter Bryant return for Arizona. Arizona will inbound baseline left. Bradley will throw it in. 4:52 to go before halftime. Arizona 28, Akron 21. Wildcats have had the lead as large as 9 a couple of times. Bradley looking. He'll throw this one deep, and Awaka makes the catch in the backcourt. Over to KJ Lewis. Lewis dribbles up to the top of the key to Bradley. Back up top to Lewis. Lewis dribbling left, stop of the foul line. Knocked away by Nate Johnson. Lewis has it back. 8 to shoot for the Wildcats. Lewis needs help. Finds Carter Bryant high right. Takes a dribble to his left. Shoots the three and knocked it in. Carter Bryant with 5 points. And it's a 31-21 Arizona lead. Bryant really bailed the Wildcats out there. He is having a really strong first half. Tamari Johnson dribbling right down to the baseline, trying to get around Bryant. Shovel it off to Nate Johnson inside, and Bryant commits the foul. First foul against Carter Bryant. Nate Johnson will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Tamari Johnson has repeatedly broken down the Arizona defense with his dribble penetration. He's either scored himself or he's made a number of good passes to teammates. They haven't always been able to finish, but so far Arizona has had no answer for Tamari Johnson.
Nate Johnson is 79% free throw shooter, and he front rims the first. March Madness is coming to a court near you. Experience it live as the nation's best college basketball teams compete for a chance to cut down the nets. Secure your seats today at ncaa.com/MBB tickets.
Caleb Love was the player of the year in the Pac-12 conference last year. Nate Johnson is the player of the year this year in the MAC. Both of them are really struggling in this game.
Johnson rims in the second free throw. He's got 3, 1 of 7 from the floor. Caleb Love, meanwhile, 1 of 5. 31-22, Arizona, 4:08 to go first half. Bradley up top to KJ Lewis between the circles. Lewis will get it to Caleb Love. Love dribbling against Nate Johnson, turns the corner left, floater from the elbow is good for 2. What a tough shot there from Caleb Love.
Going left, shooting it back across his body with the right hand. Look out.
Deflection by KJ Lewis, trying to save it in bounds right in front of us. He stepped out of bounds. So it'll be Akron ball. I thought he was coming right into your lap.
He does. I was about to go left here. I was not thinking of drawing a charge at all.
Timeout on the court with 3:50 remaining first half. It's Arizona 33, Akron 22. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
When you partner with CDW, your people get more out of technology. CDW data experts are simplifying complex workloads with high-speed AMD processors, which helps your project managers efficiently manage heavier workflows. Game designers level up creativity, and scientists develop their next breakthrough. Amazing, right? Make amazing happen. AMD and CDW. Learn more at cdw.com/AMD.
Hey, fellow Gen Xers, it's Elizabeth Banks. Big news! The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the charge. After all, we gave the world the internet. We're trailblazers. Let's lead the way again because we are at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Gen X, this is our shot. Head to vaxassist.com and schedule today. That's vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Ryan Radke, PJ Carlesimo here at our Grainger broadcast position in Seattle. Gain a winning edge for your business with Grainger. Get fast delivery of industrial-grade supplies to help keep your operations going when you call 1-800-GRAINGER or click Grainger.com. 3:50 to go first half. Arizona 33, Akron 22. You've told us a couple of times today, PJ, that these are important segments here going into the half.
Yeah, no question. These final 4 minutes, Akron, the stats are just bizarre. 10 turnovers for Arizona, 1 for Akron, rebounding 25-11 in favor of Arizona. Akron's had good shots. They've been unable to convert. Surprisingly, I'm probably not giving Arizona enough credit. Maybe they're running them off the line because Akron's just not taking very many threes. But Akron would do really well in this final 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Maintain a little bit less separation here and get back in this game.
Akron ball, Tavari Johnson with the dribble on the left wing, turns, dribbles right into the paint, stops, fakes, can't lose his defender out to Seth Wilson. Pump fake the 3, dribbles up, top of the key. He'll get it to Amani Lyles, top of the circle, beyond the 3-point line, shoots the 3 over Awaka and knocked it in. Amani Lyles, 32% from deep, hits the 3, 33-25 Arizona.
Ask for more threes, Akron complies.
Bradley dribbles over on the right side, steps inside the arc, nothing there, backs up beyond the 3-point line up top to Lewis, over to Love left wing. Love back to KJ Lewis on the drive, right side, floats it up from 10 feet, splashed it in for 2. First bucket of the game for KJ Lewis. 35-25 Arizona, 3:05 to go in the first. Lyles top of the key beyond the 3-point line. Dribbles left, look back door at Nate Johnson, bounce it to him in the paint. He got fouled by Caleb Love going up. Boy, one thing Akron has had a ton of success with, beating Arizona on backdoor cuts.
I knew you were going to say that. That's at least 5 backdoor cuts. They've done a good job. Arizona, to their credit, is overplaying, trying to, make it difficult to run the offense, but they're not doing as good a job helping on these backdoor cuts.
Second foul on Caleb Love. Nate Johnson to go to the free throw line. He is 1 for 2 so far tonight. First one is on the way and good. Robinhood Gold gets you a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions. The new gold standard is here. Sign up at Robinhood.com/gold.
Tony Lloyd gets Love out of the game. He does not want to see him get his 3rd foul here in the final 3 minutes.
Trey Townsend back in. Henry Vasar back in as well as Awaka sits. Second free throw for Nate Johnson is good. So 5 points for the MAC Player of the Year. 35-27 Arizona. 2:55 to go in the first half. Arizona has made each of its last 6 shots from the floor. Bradley across the timeline. Get it to Lewis out high on the right side. Up top to Vasar. Now to Bryant on the left wing. Down inside Townsend above the left block. Spins to the baseline. Turns, scores off the glass. Trey Townsend is having a half. He's got 11. 37-27 Arizona.
You get to miss a shot. 5 for 5. Including 1 for 1 from 3.
Averaged 17 a game at Oakland last year. Here's Tavari Johnson, drives on the right side, gets inside, they're going to wave it off, an illegal screen set by Amani Lyles. Well, Tabari Johnson had an open lane. Michael Greenstein says that's because Lyles set an illegal pick, clearing the defender out. John Gross can't believe it.
Yeah, John Gross is really upset. And again, we talked about, closing the half. That's a big bucket right there. John's going to wait till Michael Greenstein gets up here so he can talk to him. He's pleading his case with Bill Covington. I suspect Bill might have said, "What are you talking to me for? I didn't make the call."
Second foul. Boy, watching the replay, I think I agree with John Gross. I don't think that was much of a foul on Lyles.
John's pleading his case now, but you know how far you get speaking with officials if you're a head coach.
Townsend out to Bradley, driving into the paint, back to Townsend on the right wing, puts it on the deck, dribbles left, stop above the foul line, finds Carter Bryant on the left side. He'll lob it down to Townsend, left baseline, 5 to shoot, took a peek at the clock, rips it through, fadeaway 19-footer for the baseline at the side of the backboard. Lewis has it, fires it up, no good, and a shot clock violation. Good defense by Akron that time, would not give the Wildcats a clean look, and the Zips have it back, down 10 with 1:55 to go in the first half.
And we're taking exceptionally good care of the ball, Akron, but they're not shooting it very well. They're not taking their normal amount of threes, which is a little surprising.
Nate Johnson with it between the circles, splits a double team, lost the ball. Picked up by Bryant, outlet pass Lewis, makes the catch, lays it up and out. Jaden Bradley is there and follows it in. Bradley with 9, 39-27. Arizona out to a 12-point lead, 90 seconds to go in the first half.
Excellent hustle by Bradley. Didn't assume that they were going to make the layup.
Gray driving right into the paint. Fadeaway 12-footer is good. Isaiah Gray with 4. 39-29. Arizona, 1:18 to go in the opening stanza. Bradley slowly into the front court. Pounds it down with the left hand. Basar pops out high. He'll take it. Top of the key. Give it to K.J. Lewis. Lewis dribbling right. Bumps into Okonkwo and a foul against James Okonkwo. He picks up his first. That's the 17th foul against Akron. So free throws coming for K.J. Lewis. 81% free throw shooter. Will have a 1-and-1. You can listen to Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA men's basketball tournament for free on the Varsity Network app. Listen to every game live or on demand. Download the Varsity Network app now and search NCAA Championships. So K.J. Lewis, double figures in 5 of his last 6 games. Has just 2 points here in the first half so far. Steps up for a 1-and-1. Free throw is on the way. It is no good, and Gray has the rebound. Arizona has not made a free throw in the first half. They are 0 for 5 from the line. Tabari Johnson dribbles right, crosses left, up top to Gray. Open look at a 3. Off the iron right side, no good. Lewis taps the rebound on the floor. Okonkwo trying to save it, knocks it out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Lewis. It'll be Akron ball with 51.4 seconds left.
Good effort there by James Okonkwo pursuing the rebound. Getting another opportunity right here. That was a big 3. I think that was one that could have closed the gap a little bit, and Akron feeling a little better, looking for a stop and a score.
Ball baseline. They're going to put the shot clock at 19. 1-4 flat. Tabari Johnson will inbound. Basar, the 7-footer, trying to distract him. Tabari Johnson looking. He'll bounce it into Okonkwo on the left wing. Hand it back to Tabari Johnson. Johnson holds the ball down by his knees. Dribbles on the right. Gets inside the elbow. Puts it up from 14. Lewis blocked the shot. Bryant grabs it out of the air. Back to Jaden Bradley. 38 seconds to go in the half. Bradley into the front court, and Arizona's going to take a timeout with 34.4 seconds remaining. Wildcats on top by 10, 39-29. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Ball above all. Am I right, y'all? Any questions?
Professor, NCAA Division I women's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to get loud? Rep your squad? Get your players hyped up to go all the way to the ship? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets.
Let's check the attendance, sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats is delivering game day deals from hundreds of your local favorites all week. Order now on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details. 17,079 for the night session in Seattle. Fans were a little late getting into their seats when this one started, but it is filled in nicely in this basketball-crazed area.
Right, a lot of red and a lot of green. in the stands. Not quite as much blue yet.
Well, they love Pac-12 basketball. Oh, never mind. Now it's the Big 12 and the Big 10.
Not kind. Our host in San Francisco for the West region, the Pac-12 Conference.
Carter Bryant will roll the ball into the backcourt where it's picked up by Jaden Bradley. 32 seconds to go. Arizona with the ball up by 10. KJ Lewis with it, guarded by Okonkwo. Picks up his dribble. Back to Bradley. Left corner Bryant. Open look at a three ball. Short off the rim. Bryant follows his own shot. Grabs the rebound and slams it in. Carter Bryant elevates for the two-hand slam. 41-29 Arizona. Here's Gray driving the left side, down to the baseline, fading 15-footer too strong. Rebound Lewis, 8 seconds left. Lewis on the run, into the front court. Lewis down the lane, gets to the basket, lays it up. Blocked by Okonkwo. Picked up Tavari Johnson, driving down the right side. Puts it up in the horn. Good! Floats it in! Tavari Johnson down the right side with a 10-foot floater. And we will go to the locker room with Arizona up 10. 41-31, end-to-end action the entire way, and Johnson caps it off with a floater to bring Akron within 10 points.
Both teams shot the ball too early. They shot it too early there, gave Arizona time to go down the floor. They shot it too early, and Tavari Johnson had enough time to score at the end. Not good shot management by either team.
Halftime score here in Seattle, Arizona 41, Akron 31. When we return, we'll head back to our Straight Talk Wireless studios for the halftime report. Need more data so you can stream your Jam Mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
You can just move through life, or you can find the things that move you. It's your choice. You can choose to get out there. Choose your people. You could choose to go for it. No, like really go for it.
4th down, 28-yard line.
Just choose to do something that moves you. Mazda crafts cars for those who choose to do more than simply move. Mazda, move and be moved.
I wake up.
I used to lack confidence until I shopped for a used car with Carfax. With Carfax, I was able to
pause for the facts.
I saw all the facts, like millions of cars, reported vehicle histories, and found the best values. Thanks to Carfax, I had the confidence to shop like a pro.
Facts.
A pro car shopper who feels like a winning ping pong champion.
Facts.
A ping pong champ whose legendary story is now a blockbuster movie.
Facts.
Starring me, Little Miss Confident. Yeah!
Facts.
Sorry, you get it. Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the Dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Arizona has not trailed yet in Seattle. The Wildcats, the 4th seed in the East, lead the 13th seed Akron at halftime, 41-31. Brad Heller inside our Westwood One studios in Los Angeles. And let's check the tournament scoreboard, sponsored by Maintain X. Maintain X is the asset and maintenance app that brings your unplanned downtime to zero. Try for free at maintainx.com/MVP. That's maintain and the letter x.com/MVP. The Florida Gators, the 1 seed in the West, following the lead of Walter Clayton Jr. against the 16th seed Norfolk State.
Here's Micah Handlogen shipping it around the arc. Houck on a back cut. It is Clayton on the catch and dive in for 2 with a right hand. Clayton makes it a 24-point game.
Movement off the basketball and a backdoor cut from the right wing. That's much more of the Florida offense that we're accustomed to seeing.
Jason Benetti, Sarah Kustok on the call. Clayton, 23 points in 25 minutes. Florida's up 81-59. 5 minutes to go in Raleigh. Meanwhile, Kentucky and Troy, the 3-14 matchup in the Midwest region. The Wildcats have the lead 45-37 with 13 minutes to go. Meanwhile, New Mexico and Marquette in the South region. The Lobos have led most of the way.
Here's Washington, some fancy dribbling, kick to the corner for Dent. And now they come to the near side for Nolan, a three. He got it. C.J. Nolan has been hot from three-point range. That's his third three-pointer of the first half.
That's Scott Graham on the call. Lobos have led by as much as 8. It's a 2-point game right now, 37-35, as they play early in the second half. Ole Miss over North Carolina, 71-64. A 22-point Rebels lead cut to 2, but Sean Padula, a big three with under a minute to go to help seal it for the Rebels. Duke, wire-to-wire, hammering Mount St. Mary's, 93-49. Cooper Flagg, 14 points coming back from the ankle injury. It's going to be Duke and Baylor on Sunday. The Bears survived a last-ditch three-point attempt by Mississippi State to win by 3. Vanderbilt had 2 chances to tie with three-pointers late. St. Mary's, though, surviving 59-56. Next up for the Gales will be Alabama. The Crimson Tide outscored Robert Morris. Maryland blew out Grand Canyon to set up a date with Colorado State, the 12 seed. First tournament win in a dozen years as they upset Memphis. And Iowa State, a 27-point victory over Lipscomb. The Cyclones will face Ole Miss on Sunday. 41-31 Arizona over Akron at halftime. Coming up, we'll hear from Oregon head coach Dana Altman before his Ducks take on Liberty. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Without maintenance teams behind the scenes, everything stops. Even the game. Lights, broadcast equipment, cooling. You ensure the assets that matter most work. MaintainX was built for professionals like you. A modern maintenance app that helps manage work orders, schedule maintenance, and track inventory. So keep the madness on the court, not in your operations. Try MaintainX free at maintainx.com/MVP. That's maintain in the letter x.com/MVP.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ball above all. Am I right, y'all? Any questions?
Professor, NCAA Division I women's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to get loud? Rep your squad? Get your players hyped up to go all the way to the ship? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets.
Lowe's knows what makes SpringFest savings even better are member-only doorbuster deals. Right now, rewards members can save $40 on an Allen & Roth Chesler Gold faucet. Was $99, now $59. Plus, save $110 on a Cobalt 40-volt battery trimmer and blower combo kit. Was $279, now $169. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/24 while supplies last. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure with great deals on our legendary Go Anywhere, Do Anything SUVs, like the Grand Cherokee 4xE, our most capable Grand Cherokee ever, the Jeep Wrangler 4xE, our most capable Wrangler ever, or the Jeep Compass, our most affordable SUV. Hurry in for an exceptional offer during the Jeep Celebration event and let the adventure of a lifetime begin. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
Welcome back to the Straight Talk Wireless Studios here in Los Angeles. I'm Brad Heller. Need more data so you can stream your jam mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real, unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. 10-point lead for Arizona at halftime on Akron, 41-31. Final game of the day in Seattle is going to be the 5-12 matchup in the East, Oregon and Liberty. The Flames are Conference USA champs in just their second year in the league. Meanwhile, year one for Oregon in the Big Ten. The Ducks slumped in late January, but they bounced back with an 8-game winning streak, which was snapped by Michigan State in the Big Ten quarterfinals. Their head coach is Dana Altman, and he sat down with our Ryan Radke and PJ Carlesimo.
Congratulations on being back in the NCAA tournament. It's been a year for your team. It's been a little bit up and down, back and forth, but certainly seems like you've been playing some pretty good basketball coming down the stretch. What's worked for your team here in these last couple of weeks?
If we play inside out and go through Nate Biddle, our offense has been pretty good. Nate's done a tremendous job defensively. TJ Bamba on the perimeter has done a good job defensively. So it's a matter of, kind of playing to our strengths, going through Nate offensively. Better communication defensively has helped us here late. We've been rebounding the ball well, except for Michigan State. And, when we rebound the ball, it just gives us an opportunity. We're more aggressive.
You and Ryan talked a little bit about Nate Biddle. Go back to from when Nate first came and dealing with the injuries and what he's gone through and where he is right now as a player.
Well, it's definitely a big credit to him overcoming adversity. He came, he was a little underweight, just like a lot of freshmen, not strong enough to really battle down low. Went through some injuries. Last year broke his wrist. He was going to have a great year last year. He really got prepared for last year and broke his wrist 5 games into it, and we lost him for the season. That was the only thing holding him back. And then this year, he's remained healthy. We had a bad stretch. We had 4 or 5 games on the road, and we didn't play well during that stretch. But part of the reason he was banged up, and he didn't play well. So we put a lot of faith in him and him carrying the defense, Jackson and Keyshawn carrying the offense a little bit. But we need Nate to play well. He's a really good player, really has come on. Anxious to see what he could do with a little bit more strength and the confidence that he's gained this year.
Coach, how about this Liberty team? The numbers are outstanding, offensively and defensively. When you look at the Flames, what stands out for you, and what are your biggest concerns with them?
Well, the first thing that catches your attention is their three-point shooting. 27-28 a game, 39%. That catches anybody's attention. They're going to spread us out. We're going to have to do a great job defensively. We've got to get some deflections. We can't let them get into a rhythm. But, no, they offensively are a handful, and anybody you see in these games, anybody who can shoot the three, if they get it going, can blow somebody away pretty quick. And the three balls become such a big part of our game, and guys that can shoot it are very valuable, and they got a number of guys who can shoot it.
Coach, certainly appreciate your time. Thanks very much.
All righty, thanks.
We could see an old Pac-12 matchup in round 2 in Seattle on Sunday if Dana Altman's Oregon team can beat Liberty and Arizona can beat Akron. Well, the Wildcats, they're up 10 at halftime on the Akron Zips, 41-31. We're going to rejoin Ryan Radke and PJ Carlesimo at Climate Pledge Arena after this. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
All power, zero compromise. Ego Cordless Outdoor Power Equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
At Meineke, doing car care right means our Meineke certified technicians fix whatever your car needs. We fix it right and back it up with nationwide warranties. Brakes? We do that. Tires? Yep, we do that too. Engine repairs, air conditioning, tune-ups, suspension, alignments, oil changes. We do it all. Visit Meineke.com today and schedule an appointment. Each Meineke is independently owned and operated. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Right now, get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
The beauty of a tournament cheat sheet is that someone else spent thousands of hours watching film and analyzing stats, so you didn't have to. When it comes to hiring for your small business, LinkedIn does the same thing with candidates. LinkedIn delivers the strongest hiring data and insights to help you identify the right candidates to make the best hiring decisions. Hire professionals like a professional on LinkedIn. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/SXM. That's linkedin.com/SXM. Terms and conditions apply.
Ryan Radke, PJ Carlesimo back in Seattle. Halftime, it's Arizona on top of Akron, 41-31. Let's check the halftime stats. Sponsored by Barbasol. Barbasol shaving cream delivers a thick lather and close, comfortable shave for half the price of Jill's. Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol. Arizona shot 54.5% in that first half, 18-33. 5 of 12 three-point shooting. They were 0 of 5 at the free throw line. Trey Townsend had 11 points. Jaden Bradley with 9. Meanwhile, Akron 32%, 12 of 37 from the floor, 3 of 10 from three-point range, and 4 of 6 at the free throw line. Tavari Johnson, the only man in double figures for the Zips. He had 13. Nate Johnson, 5 points. He was 1 of 7 from the floor. Arizona out-rebounded Akron 30-13 in that first half. 24-14 Arizona points in the paint. That's why the Wildcats have this 10-point lead.
Yeah, no question about it. They're just getting beat up inside. There's so many real disparities in the. You mentioned 30-13 on the boards and 24-14 paint points. 10-2 second chance points because of offensive rebounds. 8 of them for Arizona. Caleb Love's been better, but Nate Johnson has really been invisible for Akron. And you know Johnson and Johnson both have to show up. Tavari's the only one so far.
All right, time now to connect with our analyst, PJ Carlesimo, for the second half keys, sponsored by Wago. Trust your game, trust your wiring with Wago Electrical Connectors. Gear up at wago.com/hoops for your next electrical project. What do you look for in the second half, PJ?
Akron's got to make shots, as simple as that. They're shooting 32% from the field, 30 from 3. That ain't going to get it done against a team like Arizona, and they've got to rebound. They don't have to out-rebound Arizona, but they have to do a better job. Arizona clearly has to take better care of the ball, or they're going to let Akron back into the game.
Akron, a high assist team, 4th in the country in assists coming in. They had just 3 assists in that first half. They trail by 10. Our halftime score, Arizona 41, Akron 31. When we return, we'll have the start of the second half. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
When the grass starts growing, it's time to get mowing with Steel. Whether you're shaping up a small yard or tackling serious acreage, Steel mowers are built to get the job done. Shop in-store or online for 0% financing and instant rebates on select Steel mowers. Steel, let's go mow. Available for limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Buying a home used to feel like a complete headache. Listings here, pre-approval there, financing somewhere else. Now, Rocket is giving every home one address. Rocket.com. A single, seamless homeownership platform to help you find, buy, sell, finance, and refinance your home. Everything you need, all under one roof. Visit Rocket.com, the new home for all things homeownership. Rocket. Own the dream.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Westwood One presents Great Moments in Tournament History.
After several years of knocking on the door, Butler came crashing through in 2010 and made a historic run that captivated college basketball. Gordon Hayward led the mid-major Bulldogs past more heralded schools en route to an unlikely berth in the Final Four, where they continued their magic.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Hayward has it from Butler, and this ball game is over. And Butler, yes, Butler will play for a national championship on Monday night. Butler defeats Michigan State 52-50, and the amazing ride of the Butler Bulldogs continues.
But the Bulldogs couldn't complete the Hollywood ending, falling just short to Duke in the finals, 61-59. Nevertheless, Butler's memorable march is another great moment in tournament history. I'm Ryan Radke. Tonight's broadcast of the 2025 NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. Halftime here in Seattle, Arizona with a 10-point lead on top of Akron by a score of 41-31. Winner will advance and meet the winner of Oregon-Liberty, our final game that is coming up after this one. Before we get the second half underway, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships.
Hi, everybody. Christopher Russo, Mad Dog Sports Radio, live all day during the NCAA tournament. That's until 2 a.m. Eastern. React to all the action at 888 Mad Dog 6 on Channel 82.
Along with our producer, Brian O'Connell, engineer Lloyd Glazer, our stats man, Chad Hartley, and the coach, PJ Carlesimo. Ryan Radke with you in Seattle. Arizona up 10 on Akron, 41-31 as we get set to start the second half. The start of the second half sponsored by Indeed.com. Stop struggling to get your job posts seen on other job sites. Indeed's sponsored jobs feature helps you stand out and hire fast. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Well, if you're worried about Akron coming back from double figures, you shouldn't be. The Zips have come back from 10 or more down 3 times this year. In the MAC tournament title game, they were down 18 against Miami of Ohio and rallied to win. So not an unfamiliar spot for John Gross's club.
No, and a team that shoots the three as well as they do can always get back in the game. Problem is they're not getting very many threes. They're a team that takes an awful lot of them. You got to give Arizona credit. They're doing a good job maybe taking them off the line and certainly contesting the threes. I just think that the two stars, Caleb Love, Nate Johnson, Caleb Love's had a better first half, but if Akron's going to get back in it, Nate Johnson's going to have a lot more productive second half. And if Caleb Love dials it up a little bit, Akron's going to have a long, long trip to get back.
Nate Johnson, Tavari Johnson, along with Seth Wilson, James Okonkwo, and Isaiah Gray for Akron. Tobe Awaka, Trey Townsend, Caleb Love, Anthony Del Orso, Jaden Bradley for Arizona. 20 minutes remain to see who moves on to the second round. Arizona in the white uniforms will inbound. They'll move right to left here in the second half. Del Orso tosses it into Bradley, and here we go in Seattle. Bradley into the front court, get it to Trey Townsend high on the right. He had 11 in the first half. Up to Awaka, now to Del Orso, left side beyond the three-point line. Here's Townsend with it off the left block. Backing his way in against Wilson. Help comes from Tavari Johnson. Up top, Del Orso driving left inside. Pump fake to Okonkwo. Got fouled, flipped it in. So that time, Del Orso, the 2-foot jump stop, the pump fake, earns himself a trip to the line, a chance for a three-point play.
Listen to Coach Radke, exactly what he did not do in the first half. He made the adjustment. Very, very astute analysis, Mr. Radke.
I might be the worst head coach in the history of head coaches.
No. The one sitting next to you will give you a run.
Del Orso makes the free throw. So he's got 6 points, and the Arizona lead is at 44-31. Normally I have to wait till Raph's around to get comments like that. You just did it to yourself. Here's Okonkwo, top of the key. He'll hand it off to Tavari Johnson. Dribbles left. He's passed back to Okonkwo, deflected out of bounds. He'll stay with Akron with 16 to shoot.
Bradley blocked it. I don't know whether it was a pass or a shot. It was either a floater or it was going to be a lob pass, but regardless, Bradley just slapped it out of bounds.
Johnson will inbound baseline left. Akron in a box set. Tamari Johnson looking, bounce it into Wilson in the left corner. Works off an Okonkwo screen, dribbles up the sideline, brings it out high left, shot clock at 10. Okonkwo with it left of the lane, faces up on Bradley, dribbles to the free throw line, into the paint, turns, loses the defender, and jammed it in with two hands. James Okonkwo with his first field goal, 44-33, Arizona.
Shades of Jalen Brunson, another 2-foot jump stop, and a finish in the paint.
Here's a Walker driving down the right side, put a shoulder into Gray, and a blocking foul against Isaiah Gray. That'll be his second foul. We saw Gray get a charge in the first half. That time wasn't quite able to get there in front of Awaka. Still sliding over. It'll be Arizona ball baseline right.
Good call by Kelly Pfeiffer.
Bradley will inbound. Looking. They're going to heave it in the backcourt again. He's going to throw another one of those jump balls, and Awaka makes the catch in the backcourt. That was really challenging.
4 times they've had to throw it in the backcourt to get it in bounds. The only other out-of-bounds play they ran underneath, they got a layup.
Here's Bradley, left wing, driving right into the paint. Bumped by Okonkwo, puts it up off the back of the rim, no good. Townsend the offensive rebound. He gets it knocked away, grabs it back, and foul going up by Okonkwo. And Trey Townsend will go to the free throw line. James Okonkwo with a couple of quick fouls. He's got 3 in the game. Later on, we'll select the play of the day, sponsored by Old Spice. Stinking places beyond your pits. Old Spice has you covered with total body deodorant. 24/7 freshness from pits to toes with daily use. So Townsend to the free throw line, 11 points in that first half. Only thing he didn't do well was shoot free throws. 0 for 2. Arizona 0 for 5 in the game. And Townsend makes it 0 for 6 as he backrims the first. There had to be a part of Tommy Lloyd, PJ, that looked at the box score in the locker room and said, fellas, we should be up by 20 points right now.
Exactly. If we had maybe a few less turnovers, but I was going to have that as one of my keys for the second half, make some free throws. They finally make one right there, but our producer, Mr. O'Connell, limits me to only 1, so I couldn't put that as the second.
45-33, Arizona, 18:43 to go. Tamari Johnson up top to Amani Lyles. Lets the traffic clear through. Dribbles over on the left side. Hand it back to Tamari Johnson. Dribbles right inside the free throw line. Looking for space. Nothing there. Out to Seth Wilson. High on the right. Still 13 to shoot. Up top it goes to Lyles. Driving left. Bumps into Awaka. Spins right. Can't lose the defender. Finds Wilson. Left corner. Takes a dribble to his right. Contested 3. It's grabbed out of the air by Bradley on the air ball. Outlet pass Townsend. Running the floor to the rim for the 2-hand slam. And a quick timeout taken by John Gross and Akron.
John Gross's quick timeout in the first half settled his team down. He realizes they need it now. Arizona's playing better defense. When they defend, that gets their running game going. That makes for a long second half for Akron if Arizona continues to work on the defensive end.
There's a timeout of the court sponsored by Progressive Insurance. You could save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. 18-18 remaining in Seattle. Arizona 47, Akron 33. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
I used to lack confidence until I shopped for a used car with Carfax. With Carfax, I was able to...
Pause for the facts.
I saw all the facts, like millions of cars, reported vehicle histories, and found the best values. Thanks to Carfax, I had the confidence to shop like a pro.
Facts.
A pro car shopper who feels like a winning ping pong champion.
Facts.
A ping pong champ whose legendary story is now a blockbuster movie.
Facts.
Starring me, Little Miss Confident.
Yeah! Facts.
Sorry, you get it. Shop the all-new Carfax.com.
You can just move through life, or you can find the things that move you. It's your choice. You can choose to get out there. Choose your people. You could choose to go for it. No, like really go for it.
4th down, 28-yard line.
Just choose to do something that moves you. Mazda crafts cars for those who choose to do more than simply move. Mazda. Move and be moved.
I wake up.
At Meineke, doing car care right means easy payment plans. With multiple financing solutions, Meineke has options specifically designed for people with credit challenges. See your locally owned Meineke today for details on custom payment plans. Visit Meineke.com and schedule an appointment today. Each Meineke is independently owned and operated. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
A tournament bracket update sponsored by Green Gobbler. Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. It's bleach free, safe for your pipes, and it works. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it. Well, already 2 teams advanced in Seattle a little bit earlier today. In our first game, Colorado State rallied from a halftime deficit to beat Memphis. In our second game, it was all Maryland knocking out Grand Canyon. So Colorado State, Maryland here on Sunday. Arizona gets the winner of the Oregon Liberty game that is coming up to cap off our night tonight. Meanwhile, the Arizona lead has grown to 14, 47-33.
I didn't think Arizona defended really well in the first half. They did shut down. Maybe I'm not giving them enough credit, but I thought Akron missed good shots. So far, Arizona's doing a good job. Little switch of defenses here.
Amani Lyles, top of the key. They leave him open for a 3. Bangs that one off the front of the rim, no good. Love the rebound. Outlet to Bradley. Running with a walker. Bradley inside. 2-foot jump stop. Pump fake. Lays it up and out. And Seth Wilson has the Akron rebound. Off the far side of the court comes Wilson. Wilson in that fullback body. Picks up his dribble. Out it goes to Tavari Johnson. Now to Amani Lyles. Left wing beyond the 3-point line. One dribble handed off Nate Johnson. Dribbling left inside the free throw line. Step to his right. Flips it up over Awaka. Can't finish. Rebound loose underneath. Awaka clears it for Arizona. Off to Caleb Love. 3-on-2 the other way. Right corner Bradley. Tees up a 3. Got it. Jaden Bradley with his second 3 of the game. 50-33. Nate Johnson running it back. Out to Tavari Johnson. Left wing. Lets the defense fly by. 3 in response. Back of the iron. No. Amani Lyles offensive rebound. Inside the Gray on the left block to lay it in.
Nice pass by Lyles. Arizona clearly running more of an emphasis. They're getting up and down the floor, and Akron's transition defense has not been good enough so far.
17:03 remaining. Arizona up 15. It's 50-35. Here's Bradley. Left open again for a 3. That one around it off. No. And the rebound inside. Amani Lyles for Akron. Again, Jaden Bradley had been in a massive 3-point shooting slump, but he went 3 for 6 at the Big 12 tournament. He's hit a couple here tonight. Tavari Johnson at the right elbow. Up top it goes to Lyles, or to Gray rather. Bounce it over to Lyles. Back to Gray, cutting down the right side, lays it in. Another backdoor cut. 50-37 Arizona, 16:35 to go.
2 easy buckets in a row.
Here's Love with it. Tried to make a pass to Awaka between a double team. It is kicked. Henry Vasar, KJ Lewis, Carter Bryant back in for Arizona. Shamaz Scott returns for Akron.
Well, Carter Bryant, we obviously loved the way he played in the first half, Ryan. But I'll tell you, Vasar gave him good minutes, too. I thought the big guy was very active and did a good job in his minutes on the floor.
Vasar has really been coming on. As the season has gone on, he's gotten better and better, much like this Arizona team did throughout the year.
Yeah, he's active. He's very, very athletic for a big. You don't expect a big to be that quick and jump like that.
And there's Vasar right down the left side off the feed from Love to slam it home.
Thank you, Henry. Make us look good.
4 points for Henry Vasar, 52-37. Floater at the other end from Tavari Johnson. He is no good, and it's knocked out of bounds by Akron. It'll be Arizona ball in the backcourt. Boy, great touch pass by Caleb Love down here to Vasar and going right to the rim for the slam.
Yeah, I've been jumping on Caleb Love a little bit for the fact that he's not shooting the ball well, but he's playing a good floor game.
Lewis get it to Love, curling him over the foul line. 18-footer on the way, splashed in for 2. 7 for Caleb Love, 54-37 Arizona, 15:50 to go. Gray into the front court, driving left, gets around Carter Bryant inside, tried to make a pass to Lyles. It was kicked away by an Arizona defender. Might have been Bryant. It'll be Akron ball down low.
Ryan, the first half, I just felt that Arizona was playing better than Akron. Right now, it looks like Akron has got a really tough matchup here. I'm not sure athletically they're looking like they can compete with Arizona.
Time out on the floor with 15:47 remaining. It's Arizona 54, Akron 37. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I need new rotors.
When you buy 2 Duralast rotors during our spring sale, you get Duralast brake pads free.
Free?
with the rotors.
Well, that's great. What if I need extra stopping power?
You can upgrade to Duralast Gold pads for just $10.
So Duralast pads are free?
Yep.
And an upgrade is just $10?
That's right. Part of the spring sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
With Marriott Bonvoy, take your game day rituals on the road. No matter how you show your team spirit, find a stay for your style when you explore our entire world of hotel brands and experiences. Marriott Bonvoy has a brand for every kind of fan. Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA. Explore more at marriottbonvoy.com/NCAA.
Surprise! Your expenses this month were way higher than you expected. Also, you forgot to renew your website domain, and now you're in a bidding war.
You should see the look on your face.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Plus, the fridge died in the break room, and now everything smells weird.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Fans, you can listen every minute of the NCAA men's tournament on Alexa. Just ask your device to open Westwood One Sports. You'll be able to select the game you want to hear or get access to our March Madness Mix channel, which will take you straight to the best action at any given moment. That's open Westwood One Sports to listen on Alexa. 15:47 to go in Seattle. Arizona 54, Akron 37. PJ, there's no doubt one of Akron's greatest strengths, their ability to shoot the three. If they're going to come back and have a chance in this game, they've got to find that three-point shot.
Yeah, there's no question about that. I mean, they're a team. They were second in the MAC, but they're seventh in the NCAA in made threes. So far tonight, 3 for 13, 23%. Got to credit the Arizona defense.
Boy, and now on the inbound, Akron turned it over. There was an inbounds pass. I think Shamar Scott might have stepped in bounds when he went to throw it in.
They did. He was too close to the line.
So Arizona, who turned the ball over constantly in the first half, gets a turnover there. They've got the ball up 17. Bradley into the front court, handed off for Love, out to Lewis between the circles. Lewis puts it on the deck, gets it to a curling Love. Back to Lewis on the right side, up top to Love. Basar sets the screen. Love backs up, he's double teamed. Bounce pass goes to Lewis. Lewis dribbling left, jump stop inside the elbow. 14-footer on the way, no good. Basar the offensive rebound. Out to Bradley, down inside Bryant. Makes the catch, whips it back to Bradley. Out to Lewis, left wing, three ball on the way. Got it. Great ball movement by Arizona, and Lewis pays it off with a triple. Arizona's up 20.
Textbook offensive possession for the Wildcats.
57-37 Arizona. Here's Lyles. Get it to Nate Johnson, top of the key. Nate Johnson dribbling right, cut off by Love. Handed off Hardman, steps left, fires a three over Lewis. Good. Oh, boy, Akron needed that. Bowen Hardman, the Ohio State transfer with the triple to make it 57-40, 14:49 to go.
They need that and a bunch more threes.
Love over to KJ Lewis, dribbling right. Lewis down to the baseline, puts his shoulder down, forced his way inside and traveled. Just didn't quite know where he wanted to go with the ball. And he turns it over. Akron substitution. Marvin Musima Komali checks into the ball game for the first time. PJ has been waiting for his arrival in this game. He practiced all day yesterday at practice, saying Musima Komali.
I'm going to go with Mo.
Good idea. Sharon Young up top, gets the ball back, dribbles off the right elbow. Bryant blocks the 17-footer out of the air and saves it inbounds to Lewis. Lewis on the run into the front court. Get it to Bradley, up top to Basar. Basar beyond the three-point line, back to Bradley at the right hash mark. Bradley dribbling left, gets to the free throw line, kick it out. Lewis open, looking at three from the right slot, way too strong. Rebound knocked around, down inside, picked up by Scott for Akron. Shamar Scott across the timeline, drop it back to Nate Johnson, high on the left side. Still has not been able to get going in this game. Here's Scott driving left down the lane, puts it up, no, but a foul against Vasar. And free throws coming up for Shama Scott as Henry Vasar gets called for his second. Be a VIP at the Men's Final Four in San Antonio with the NCAA Experience, official ticket and hospitality packages. Official NCAA hospitality includes live entertainment, upscale food stations and beverages, appearances by NCAA legends, and much more. To be a VIP at the Men's Final Four in San Antonio, visit ncaa.com/VIP. Scott's first free throw is no good off the front of the rim. Anthony Del Orso back in for Arizona. KJ Lewis will sit.
How about Carter Bryant with another block shot? And now that I'm looking in the correct name, not Bradley, but Bryant. But, I mean, I'll tell you what, he is some athlete, and he really works on the defensive end of the floor.
Kid that is a projected first-round pick in the NBA draft. Second free throw good by Scott. 57-41 Arizona, 13:55 to go. Bradley up top to Caleb Love, out near midcourt. Back to Henry Vasar. Vasar to the paint. Throws a lob, and there's Bryant to finish it off with a two-hand slam. Carter Bryant flying it again. 59-41 Arizona. Akron basketball. Handed off for Scott out front. Scott picks up his dribble, get it to Hardman. Back up top it goes to Scott. Scott dribbling right, whips a pass over on the left to Young. Pump fake, dribbles right, shovel it back out Hardman. Couldn't get the three off, Love was there. Back out to Scott, 6 to shoot. Scott dribbling left, at the elbow, step back, crosses right, 17-footer over Bryant. Is good. Tough shot by Shama Scott. 59-43 Arizona.
Shama really worked for that basket.
Bradley racing the dribble into the front court. Caleb Love now to Vasar. Finds Del Orso. Right corner. Open for a three and knocked it in. Anthony Del Orso with his second three of the game. 62-43 Arizona. 12:54 to go. 7 assists on 8 made field goals for the Wildcats here in the second half. Here's Scott at the free throw line. Dribbling right. Del Orso moved his feet. Kicking out to Musima Kamali. He's got it off the left elbow. Vasar backs up to give him room. Down to Scott in the left corner. Dribbles up to the wing. Shoots a three from there and knocked it in. Shama Scott with 11 points. 62-46. 12:29 to go. Arizona's lead is at 16.
Akron starting to find the range now from three. No surprise there, but you don't seem to have an answer on the other end. Arizona playing both ends of the floor very well.
Well, they've gone to this trap, and Henry Vasar has done a nice job in the middle being the facilitator. Bradley with it between the circles. Up top to Vasar. Handed off Love. Love dribbling down the right side. Gets inside the elbow. Finds Vasar right to the rim for the two-hand slam. A dime from Caleb Love to Henry Vasar. 64-46 Arizona.
Big guy's also done a nice job finishing from about 3 feet above the rim.
Scott with the dribble out between the circles. Over to Musima Kamali. Look back door at Nate Johnson. He'll toss it out to Johnson now, high on the left side. Johnson 1 of 8 from the floor. Dribbling right into the paint. Leans in. Got contact on Caleb Love, and a foul will go against Love. He blocked the shot, but he's called for the foul with the body. That'll be the third against Caleb Love. Nate Johnson free throws when we return. 11:47 remaining in the second half. Arizona 64, Akron 46. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
To win in basketball takes a can-do spirit. So shave with Barbasol and inspire your team. Raise that red, white, and blue can and yell, "We can do this." If it doesn't work, you still got a great shave. Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
Your life, your goals, your legacy. With a dedicated Fidelity advisor, it's all part of a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Visit fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC.
Download the official NCAA March Madness live app, and you can listen to every Westwood One broadcast of the men's and women's basketball tournament for free. Just look for the headphones icon of any live game, and if you're in the car, it seamlessly integrates with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Get the official NCAA March Madness live app today. 11:47 remaining in Seattle. It's Arizona 64, Akron 46. Mentioned the low number of assists for Akron, one of the best assist teams in the country. Just 5 assists on 18 made field goals. They've really had to become a one-on-one team against Arizona. Meanwhile, the Wildcats, normally a great assist team, but saw their numbers fall off this year. 15 assists on 27 made field goals in the game. They've done a great job sharing the ball.
Well, they're putting the ball in the basket also. They're shooting 57%. Akron shooting 37. You're not going to get assists when you shoot 37% from the field. And again, credit Arizona's defense. Arizona, to me, defending a whole lot better. I'm saying 2 levels better in the second half than they did in the first half.
Arizona's season high in field goal percentage, 59%. It came at the end of the regular season against Arizona State. They are at 57.4% shooting so far in the game tonight. Nate Johnson will be at the free throw line here. Johnson has made 3 of 4 tonight.
And that's part of the problem with Akron's field goal percentage right there. Their best player is 1 for 8 from the field.
Johnson steadies for the first, and that one rims its way in. Now 6 points for Nate Johnson in the ball game tonight, but he only has 1 field goal. Everything else has come at the foul line as he steadies. Free throw number 2 for the MAC Player of the Year is on the way, and it is good. First player since Chris Kaman in 2003 to win both MAC Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. 64-48 Arizona. Here's KJ Lewis above the right elbow. Up top it goes to Jaden Bradley. Over on the left to Del Orso. Dribbles up top of the key. Turns the corner. Lob inside. Basar slammed it down with 2 hands. Another great pass, and Basar pays it off. 66-48 Arizona.
I think Henry likes when we talk well about him. He's really stepped up.
Here's a steal by Carter Bryant, but he stepped out of bounds. Bryant got in the passing lane, knocked it away. He was trying to tiptoe the sideline and couldn't quite do it. Boy, Carter Bryant has had an excellent floor game tonight, PJ.
Oh, he's been really impressive. I'd heard a lot about him, but he's better than advertised.
Tavari Johnson will inbound for Akron. 19 to shoot, 11:20 remaining in the game.
One of the things that separates an awful lot of the players in the NBA, they have some skills that you can't teach. Yeah, they're very good with the fundamentals and a lot of other things, but you can't teach that size and that quickness and that strength. Carter Bryant has all 3 of those in abundance.
Tavari Johnson high on the right side, guarded by Del Orso. Get it to Amani Lyles. Lets the traffic clear through. Lyles takes the dribble, whips a pass inside to Gray. That's deflected and stolen away by Jaden Bradley. Well, that pass was never there. Up the left side to Bryant. Drives the baseline. Puts a shoulder down into Lyles. Got a shot blocked inside. Loose on the deck. Lewis comes out of there with it for Arizona.
Wow.
Now to Bradley, now to Basar. Here's Del Orso dribbling left. Del Orso with the foul line. Floater is up. Back of the rim. Bounces out. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it's off Akron. Arizona will have it with 10:47 remaining in the game. Up by 18.
Anthony Del Orso's played much better in the second. Been more under control. He's read the situations a lot better. He was like a half a step ahead of himself in the first half and struggled. Not in the second half.
Guy that averaged 19 points per game a year ago at Campbell. This year, 7 points a game for Arizona. Lob pass inside to Basar, and we've got a foul. Gray was battling for position against Basar, and the foul will go against Gray. Now, Isaiah Gray's a strong guy, but they list him at 6'3". He's trying to guard the 7-foot Henry Basar.
He looks like he's giving away a legitimate foot.
Inbound to Vasar. Makes the catch. Left side. Up top it goes to Del Orso. Backs the dribble up near the hash mark. Heads to the right side. Makes the pass to KJ Lewis. Lewis crossing to the left. Stop of the foul line. Back to Del Orso. Left wing three ball. Up, in and out. No good. And the rebound picked up off the deck by Scott. Up to Nate Johnson for Akron. 10.5 remaining. 66-48 Arizona. Lyles on the drive. Lyles scores over top of Carter Bryant, banking it in.
I thought Lyles got away with a travel when he first caught the ball, but three officials did not agree with me.
Looked like those calls we saw in the first half.
Yeah, as is usually the case, the officials don't agree with me.
Lewis driving inside at the other end, gets to the left block and banks it in. 68-50 Arizona, 10:07 to go. I thought you and the referees always had that nice calm dialogue.
Yeah, exactly.
Nate Johnson with it high on the left, up top to Lyles. Hand off to Mari Johnson. Johnson dribbles right down the lane. Stop, puts it up over top of Bryant. Missed it short. Bryant's got the Arizona rebound. It's amazing now when you talk to the officials. It's all smiles and hugs. I don't know what happened.
They like the fact that I'm sitting over here, not on that other sideline.
Yeah, it's true. When you're not screaming at him, it's a lot better. Here's Lewis with it high on the right. Lewis lost control of the basketball, able to get it back. 12 to shoot. Over to Del Orso, right side above the hash mark. Here's Vasar above the foul line. Skip past Bryant. Left corner. Takes the three from there. It's good. Carter Bryant with 12 in the game. 9:24 to go. Arizona 71. Akron 50.
He makes shots from distance like that. Forget about it. He's ready for the next level.
Lyles hands it off to Gray. Dribbles down to the baseline. Back out to Lyles. Left wing three in response. Too strong off the rim. And Del Orso walling off. Couldn't secure the rebound, but had it knocked out of bounds by Akron. It'll be Arizona ball in the backcourt. Townsend and Awaka back in for the Wildcats. Vasar and Bryant will sit. Lyles will get a break for Akron. And Okonkwo returns to the lineup for the Zips.
Bryant shoots 37% from three. That's more than respectable right there. Only shoots 67 from the free throw line. That's a little surprising.
Arizona, three players in double figures. None of them named Caleb Love. 7 points for him. Quiet night, but his teammates picking him up. Here's Del Orso curling to the left elbow. Back to Lewis. Drives down the right side. Gets inside. Floats it up off the window. No. Rebound batted out to Del Orso. New possession for Arizona. Bradley with it between the circles. Works over to the right. Makes the pass to Lewis. Dribbles down to the right baseline. Back out front it goes to Bradley. Not on the shot timer for the Wildcats. Bradley dribbles above the free throw line. Stops. He'll take the 15-footer and hit it. Jaden Bradley with 14. 73-50. Arizona up 23.
He was standing on the free throw line saying, hey, if you're not going to guard me, I can make this shot.
Nate Johnson with it. Left of the lane. Out to Wilson. Right wing three. And he splashed it in. Then we've got a whistle underneath. I think it's going to be against Arizona. They are going to count the bucket. And the foul is going to be against the Wildcats. I think against KJ Lewis. And Seth Wilson able to hit the three, his first basket of the ball game. And KJ Lewis gets called for a foul trying to box out. So Akron with 3 points in the bank already and a chance to extend it here as they'll inbound baseline left.
You like that 1-4 set up along the baseline.
Mari Johnson will inbound. Bounce to go Okonkwo, and it's nearly stolen away by Lewis. Got a hand in the passing lane to deflect it.
And now they got a tougher inbounds down at the low on the sideline. You do not like inbounding the ball there.
Officials making sure the clock is correct.
You got to take a little bit off it. It was 20 when they inbounded it. Yeah, well, they took one off. 19 seconds now.
Mari Johnson will throw it in. Gets it into Isaiah Gray on the sideline. Gray brings the dribble back out between the circles. 73-53 Arizona. Here's Gray. Dribbling left, now crosses back to his right. Gray into the paint, dropped the shoulder on Bradley. Spins, fade away 10-footer off the left side of the rim, no good. Awaka walls off Okonkwo inside for the rebound. Jaden Bradley with it for Arizona. High right side, it goes to Lewis. Back out front to Bradley. Inside 8 minutes to go. Timeout coming to the next dead ball. Caleb Love walks the dribble out between the circles. A walk out to set a screen. Love makes a skip pass to Lewis in the right corner to Awaka cutting down the right side. Awaka's little 5-foot push shot, good for two.
Arizona's cutting them up with their ball movement and passing in the second half.
75-53 Arizona, 7:39 to go. Mari Johnson, up top it goes to Seth Wilson. Backs the dribble up, off an Okonkwo screen to the left. Wilson, top of the key, three ball, way too strong off the glass. And Awaka has the Arizona rebound. Hands it off to Jaden Bradley. Hop, skip, and a jump into the front court for Bradley. Finds Lewis over on the right in front of the Wildcat bench. Up top it goes to Awaka. Now to Caleb Love in the left slot. Love dribbling right. Love gets to the elbow, turns the corner, puts up a runner, banked it short, and a foul on the rebound as Awaka and Okonkwo were battling for position down low. I think they're going to get Tobe Awaka pushing off, trying to get position. And indeed they will. We've got a timeout with 7:13 remaining. Arizona 75, Akron 53. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
After battling through the brackets, one team gets the chance to climb the iconic Warner ladder. The final net cutting is the culmination of all the hard work and effort it took to reach this moment. And getting here puts these players and coaches in rare air. It's the same for all the trade professionals working from 20 feet to 20 stories. Every day they challenge themselves to conquer new heights. And Warner is the brand they trust to have their backs. Warner, the #1 pro ladder and official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date. Your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected. Your floor mats are cleaned and delivered. And your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Tomorrow's road, unpaved, unmapped, uncertain. But it's also where we discover what we can truly count on. Like the 2027 X15 engine by Cummins. With better fuel efficiency, up to 605 horsepower, and 2,050 pound-feet of torque. The X15 is a bedrock of reliability that stands forever ready to rise to the occasion. The 2027 X15, forever rising. Estimates based on preliminary testing. Individual results may vary.
Ryan Radke, PJ Carlesimo here at our Granger broadcast position in PJ's hometown of Seattle. Stay on top of your game with Granger. Get the industrial-grade products right when you need them to help your business move forward when you call 1-800-GRANGER or click Granger.com. 7:13 to go. Arizona 75, Akron 53. The Wildcats have really been able to keep their foot on the gas in the second half, and they've cleaned up some of the first half mistakes.
Yeah, they did. We thought obviously they had to do a better job than they did in the first half. 12 turnovers in the first half. They only got one here in the first almost 13 minutes of the second half, and that's one of the number of reasons that's let the Wildcats really open this game up.
Akron ball out of the timeout. Sharon Young will inbound to the backcourt. It's Young out there with Shema Scott, James Okonkwo, Nate Johnson, and Bowen Hardman. Akron down by 22 as we melt down to 7:05 to go. Scott dribbles over on the left side, one-handed pass up to Hardman between the circles. He'll drop it off for Okonkwo. Get it back to Scott. Dribbles on the right side, stops. Up top it goes to Johnson. Shot clock down to 10. Johnson dribbles left, down towards the corner. Looking for space, can't find them. He picks up his dribble. Throws a pass out high to Scott. Just 4 to shoot. Scott has to take a deep three over KJ Lewis. Off the front of the rim, no good. Caleb Love the rebound. Chance for the Wildcats to run. Love over on the right side. Got cut off in transition. He'll pitch it out to Jaden Bradley. Boy, Love having some worries with the official. He thought he got grabbed in transition.
Yeah, he kind of looked at him. I think if he said anything, Kelly Pfeiffer would have banged him.
Lewis into the paint, dropped the shoulder to create space, lays it in and one. Boy, KJ Lewis getting physical inside. He took the bump from Bowen Hardman, laid it in, and Lewis will go to the free throw line. Get good at money so you can be a little bad. Invest well at empowered.com.
You know, our good buddy Roddy Hummel, who's working this game for TNT, works an awful lot and will be with us at the Final Four with Westwood. Describing the last game after it was over, he said it almost looked like two teams that were in a different weight class. This game's starting to look the same way.
Yeah, I would agree. Lewis at the free throw line, 0 for 1 tonight. Free throw is up and good. So KJ Lewis into double figures with 10. 78-53 Arizona with 6:23 to go. Well, Arizona this year, 8 players averaging 7 or more points per game. That's tied for the second most in D1. On a night when Caleb Love has not been able to get much going, everybody else has stepped up. Here's a drive inside by Scott. He can't finish, and Walker grabs the rebound. Off to Caleb Love, driving down the left side. Love drives the left side of the lane, can't finish. Rebound tipped up, that's no good. Ball loose underneath. Okonkwo kind of kicked it to himself. Over to Nate Johnson on the far sideline. He picks up his dribble. Throw it ahead to Shema Scott. Scott will wait for his teammates to catch up. Gets it up top. Johnson fires a 3 from the top of the key. Back to the rim, no good. Jaden Bradley runs down the Arizona rebound.
That last possession was a frustration possession for Caleb Love. He was upset he didn't get the call on the last play and just went right at it. Tried to get the call that time. Officials were not going to give it to him.
By the way, 7 Arizona players tonight with 7 or more points. Love with a left wing 3, splashed it in. He's got 10 in the ball game, and the Wildcats are running away. It's 81-53. Nate Johnson at the other end drives to the bucket, went to slam it, got fouled by Jaden Bradley. Johnson with a couple of free throws coming up.
It's been that kind of night for Nate Johnson, too. I mean, that could have been an and one. He got by the defender, tried to dunk it. Caleb Love, after he made that 3, finally saw it go down and raised both hands up in the air. Like, finally, I got one to go.
Witness history in the making. The U.S. women's national team faces off against Brazil in the first ever professional women's sporting event at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles on Saturday, April 5th. To secure your seats, visit ussoccer.com/tickets. Nate Johnson at the free throw line makes the first. Johnson with 8 points in the game. Vasar back in. Bryant back in. Del Orso back in for Arizona. Lyles back in for Akron. Okonkwo will head to the bench.
Nate Johnson, very uncharacteristic night. 1 for 9 from the field, 0 for 2 from the three-point line. He is doing a good job getting to the free throw line. He's 6 for 7 as he shoots the second one.
And rims that one in. His last 2 games coming into tonight, Johnson was averaging 26.5 points per game on 18 of 29 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3. But the struggles have been there all night long for him.
MAC Tournament MVP, MAC Player of the Year, MAC Defensive Player of the Year, first team.
Bradley, right corner, 3, knocked it in. Jaden Bradley's third 3 of the night. Give him 17, 84-55 Arizona. Quick 3 in response at the other end from Sharon Young is off the rim, and Bradley is there to grab the rebound. 17.6 rebounds, 3 assists tonight for Jaden Bradley. Here's Henry Vasar, handed off to Anthony Del Orso. Del Orso, top of the key, back to Carter Bryant, dribbles left inside the arc, backs up beyond the three-point line, now heads right with a dribble and an illegal screen set by Vasar, I believe. Yep, they're going to get the foul on Henry Vasar, and that's his third. That'll be a turnover back to Akron with 4:37 to go. Arizona leading it by 29. Zips inbound to the backcourt. Scott will walk the dribble into the front court. And it'll be a frustrating end for Akron, a team that had a heck of a year. 28-6 coming in. They had won 21 of their last 22 games. Single season program record for wins as Nate Johnson throws his body into Carter Bryant and draws a foul. Bryant picks up his second. More free throws for Nate Johnson. Whether we talked about this in the last game, this is the other side of the NCAA tournament, that you have a bad night on the wrong night, and just like that, boom, it's all over.
Well, in the last game, we had the number 4 seed from the West wearing the red and white uniforms. In this game, we've got the number 4 seed from the East wearing the red and white uniforms, and they have just been too good for their opponent.
Nate Johnson's free throw is good. 10 points for Nate Johnson. He's got eligibility left, so he'll be back. I'm sure all the Zips fans hope it's in an Akron uniform, where he has been a really, really good player. But in this day and age, you never know.
He's got some act to follow. I started to go through the list. I didn't have enough time the last time. Tournament MVP, Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, first team All-MAC, and the All-Defensive team. Other than that, just kind of a run-of-the-mill season.
Just an average season other than that. Second free throw good. 84-57 Arizona, 4:14 to go. Jaden Bradley racing into the front court. Watched by Sharon Young. You'll lob it up top to Vasar. Hand it back to Bradley. Chest pass right side. Bryant turns, shoots a 3 from the corner. Back in the iron, no good. Townsend up top, slams it in. Trey Townsend on the offensive glass with a finish. 86-57 Arizona.
A lot capital L, a lot of weapons for Tommy Lloyd.
Lyle's left wing three is no good. Del Orso grabs the rebound. Bradley slowly into the front court, 3:40 remaining. Arizona will be on to the second round. They will await the winner of our final game tonight, Oregon and Liberty. Bradley driving right, turns the corner, gets inside, laid it in. Boy, Jaden Bradley showed some strength, dropped that shoulder, took some contact, and finished.
There was a lot of contact. The officials not looking to stop this game right now.
88-57, Arizona up, 3:19 to go. Here's Gray dribbling left with the shoulder down into Bradley, and Bradley took it away. Off to Anthony Del Orso. Across the timeline, forecourt right. Del Orso dribbling left. Handed off Townsend up top, Basar. He'll try the three. Front of the rim, no good. And Gray is there to clear the Akron rebound. Left side to Seth Wilson. Wilson across the timeline. Trying to lose Carter Bryant. Can't do it. Picked up his dribble. Needs some help. He'll let the traffic clear. Now fires a three. That had no chance. It banked before it did anything else. And Townsend grabs the rebound.
John Gross looks at Seth like, what are you doing?
That was not a great shot. Bradley with the dribble out between the circles. 2:40 to go. Bradley dribbling left, spins in the paint, and he traveled. Trying to do a little too much that time. Arizona turns it over. It'll be Akron ball when we come back. 2:38 to go. Arizona 88, Akron 57. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Without maintenance teams behind the scenes, everything stops. Even the game. Lights, broadcast equipment, cooling, you ensure the assets that matter most work. MaintainX was built for professionals like you. A modern maintenance app that helps manage work orders, schedule maintenance, and track inventory. So keep the madness on the court, not in your operations. Try MaintainX free at maintainx.com/MVP. That's maintain in the letter X.com/MVP.
The Jeep Celebration event is your chance to start a brand new adventure with great deals on our legendary Go Anywhere, Do Anything SUVs, like the Grand Cherokee 4xE, our most capable Grand Cherokee ever, the Jeep Wrangler 4xE, our most capable Wrangler ever, or the Jeep Compass, our most affordable SUV. Hurry in for an exceptional offer during the Jeep Celebration event and let the adventure of a lifetime begin. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
And that is why many of the greatest feats of fandom require you to be on your feet. Any questions?
Professor, NCAA men's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to show up, show out, give it 110 from tip to the final buzzer? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MVB tickets.
Let's check the road to the Final Four tournament summary, sponsored by Marriott. Take your game day rituals on the road with Marriott Bonvoy. Over 30 hotel brands for every kind of fan. Explore more at MarriottBonvoy.com/NCAA. Two teams have advanced already in Seattle. Colorado State on to the second round with their victory today against Memphis. Maryland into the second round with their win against Grand Canyon. And Arizona is 238 away from joining them. They have an 88-57 lead over Akron.
What a dominant second half, Ryan. 47-26 favor of Arizona. They just ratcheted up their defense. You knew they were going to continue to dominate on the glass, but what they did that was really important, they're not turning the ball over. Only 3 turnovers in the second half. And Akron has really struggled to get good looks in this second half.
Tommy Lloyd bringing in some reserves. Emmanuel Steffen is in the game, the 7-footer from Nigeria. And now a foul that'll be called against Carter Bryant. Conrad Martinez is in the game, the sophomore from Spain. Akron, meanwhile, is going to make a substitution here. Evan Wilson is going to check into the ball game for Akron as Nate Johnson goes back to the free throw line.
Got a hockey change coming for Arizona momentarily, and one of the players has the same last name as the head coach.
Liam Lloyd is going to check in. Nate Johnson at the line makes the first free throw. So Liam, Tommy's son, will get a chance to come into the game for Arizona. Grant Whiteman is in the ball game, guy that has spent a lot of time at Arizona the last couple of years along with Luke Champion. Grant Whiteman was a guy that Tommy Lloyd tried to get him to transfer, not because he didn't like him. He said, hey, go somewhere you can play. And he said, I love basketball. I love Arizona basketball more.
Good for him.
Second free throw for Nate Johnson. Splashes in. So 13 for Nate Johnson. And he's going to check out. Really tough night for the MAC Player of the Year. He'll get congratulations from his teammates and from his head coach, John Gross. I know Nate will be disappointed. Heck of a year that he had for Akron.
He's really going to be disappointed, but he didn't have a good year. He had an exceptional year for the Zips.
Conrad Martinez over to Liam Lloyd. Back up top to Martinez. Martinez dribbling over on the right side. Gets to the foul line. Get it to Steffen. Spinning inside the free throw line. Turns a jump hook from about 15 feet. Is good. Emmanuel Steffen with a bucket. 90-59 Arizona. 2 minutes to go.
That has been the theme tonight for Arizona.
Don't see a lot of 15-foot jump hooks, but that one was pretty. Seth Wilson with it on the right wing. He'll shovel it off to Isaiah Gray. Gray dribbling against Champion into the paint. Steffen reached in, knocked it away. How about Steffen making the most of his minutes, and he got grabbed and fouled.
We have a Musime Kamali sighting opposite us right now.
You were waiting for him to check back in, weren't you?
I absolutely was. Thank you, Marvin.
Foul against Gray. Isaiah Gray picks up his fourth. Okonkwo will sit. Arizona ball in the backcourt with 1:44 to go. It's big time for these guys that practice hard all year. And, now you get a chance not just to play, but to play in the NCAA tournament.
It was 100 years ago, but I got to play Fordham St. John's.
Whiteman three into the corner is good.
Well, I'll tell you what a dominant second half by the Wildcats.
Young with a deep three, top of the key, around it off, no good. Champion grabs the rebound, 1:20 to go. Here's Lloyd into the front court, makes the pass to Martinez on the right side. Conrad Martinez dribbles back up the boards, gets a screen from Steffian, dribbles behind his back, heads right, throws the lob. Steffen goes up top, and he got undercut by your guy, Musime Kumale, who picks up his first foul. Steffen at the deck. Fortunately, he's all right and will bounce back up to his feet. He'll go to the free throw line. Download the brand new Westwood One Sports app and catch every minute of the men's and women's NCAA tournament anytime, anywhere. Don't be left out. Get the Westwood One Sports app today.
More Wildcats getting a chance to see some light in an NCAA game.
Addison Arnold and Will Menaw check in as Steffen goes to the free throw line. Emmanuel Steffen is now 0 for 3 as he misses the first free throw. 0 for 3 on the season. And Gray grabs the rebound. Seth Wilson will launch a deep three from the top and knock it in. Seth Wilson's second three. He's got 6, 93-62. Inside a minute to go. As Conrad Martinez brings the ball ahead for Arizona. Martinez spinning, dribbling left, inside, makes the pass, right corner, Champion three, rainbowed up off the iron, no good. Long rebound picked up off the deck by Evan Wilson for Akron. Over on the left side to Young, and Young is grabbed and fouled by Arnold. So Addison Arnold commits the foul. 41.2 seconds to go, and that will mean free throws for Akron. So Sharon Young to the free throw line. 29-36, 81% on the year. This will be a 1-and-1 for the freshman from Morgantown, Virginia.
Arizona will get an opportunity to watch the next game, see who their opponent's going to be. One of the opponents they know pretty well.
Young's first free throw is good. Yeah, should Oregon win, you're going to have two teams that are from opposite leagues but are very familiar with one another. Of course, Liberty would love to crash that party. Second free throw is good for Sharon Young. So he's in the scorebook. 93-64 Arizona. 39 seconds to go. Probably the final offensive possession of the game for the Wildcats. Martinez into the front court. Dribbles over on the right side. Martinez looking for space. Crosses left. Step back jumper. And they're going to wave it off. An offensive foul. Martinez hit it, but he's shoved off. So Conrad Martinez called for the foul with 28.6 to go. Akron will inbound. One more chance for them.
Picture Michael Jordan against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
That is exactly what Mr. Martinez just did.
Somewhere Brian Russell's
Brian
like,
Russell.
See, I told you that's a foul.
Thank you.
Foul called by Addison Arnold, or called on Addison Arnold at the other end. And more free throws for Akron. 19.8 seconds left. Conrad Martinez. He's standing out near midcourt, and he is talking to Bill Covington, who called him for the offensive foul. And Martinez is just shaking his head. And finally, Bill Covington, who had kind of been laughing along, the expression changed, and he gave him a look like, all right, move along. Gray's first free throw spins out, no good.
The reason I call it was you pushed him, and he fell back about 5 feet as a result of the push. That's why you got open to make that nice little jump shot.
Gray's second free throw is good. 19 seconds to go. Inbound to Martinez. Tommy Lloyd says no shot. Martinez will bring it across the timeline. He will dribble it out. John Gross and Tommy Lloyd meet to shake hands. The Arizona Wildcats are on to the second round of the tournament with a dominating 93-65 win over the Akron Zips. It'll be Arizona against either Oregon or Liberty coming up on Sunday. Arizona led by 10 at halftime and then kept their foot on the gas in the second half. They outscored Akron by 18, 52-34 in that second half. Contributions up and down the board. A night where it was not a great scoring night for Caleb Love. A lot of other guys stepped up in this game, led by Jaden Bradley, who was terrific.
Yeah, and Caleb, I'm the worst one being on Caleb Love. He ended up shooting 4 for 9, 2 for 4 from 3, 7 boards, 4 assists. But again, All-American, so much is expected of him, and it's really been the story of his career. It's never been enough, whatever Caleb Love has done.
Now, another guy that was great tonight was Trey Townsend. He had 16 points, 8 rebounds. He was 7 of 8 from the floor and really stepped up. He's the guy that kind of got Arizona going early in the ball game as the Wildcats cruise to this 93-65 win and move on to the second round of the NCAA tournament, where they will await the winner of Oregon and Liberty, our final game of the night that is coming up here on Westwood One. We are joined by Trey Townsend of the Arizona Wildcats, 16 points in the game. And Trey, just a terrific night all around for your team. You know what it's like to have success in this tournament. What got you guys going tonight?
You know, obviously we had a hot start, making 3 for 3 from threes, but we knew they weren't going to back down. You know, it was the end of the season for everybody here. Everyone's playing like it's the last game, but we were just clicking on all cylinders. Everyone was playing for each other. We were playing like it was our last game of the season, and we're happy to be playing another one.
Yeah, Trey, the turnovers were getting you guys in a little bit of trouble in the first half, but your offense in particular, you didn't miss a shot. I'm not counting free throws. You didn't miss a shot in the first half. You kept the team ahead, and then in the second half, when you guys, I thought, ratcheted up the defense and started taking care of the ball, you never looked back.
Yeah, they're a real scrappy team. You know, they play hard. You know, I know what it's like to play at a mid-major in this tournament against the higher seeds, and you play like you got nothing to lose. And, you know, they did that. They fought super hard to the end. Caused us a lot of trouble in the beginning, but just us playing for each other and seeing a couple of those shots go in really helped.
Trey, how much do you think your NCAA experience at Oakland helped you in the initial game here for Arizona in the NCAA?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I kind of give a perspective of what it's like to be on a lower seed, to upset a high seed, and, you know, I know what they're thinking. They're coming in with, like I said, nothing to lose, and I just had to make sure our guys knew that they're playing like it's the last game, and we had to come with the same mindset play as if we're the underdog, and, you know, I think we did that today. We executed our game plan great and fought to the end.
Trey, congratulations on a terrific game. We'll see you here on Sunday.
Thank you, guys.
Trey Townsend of the Arizona Wildcats. He had 16 points. He had 8 rebounds tonight. A team win for Arizona as they beat Akron 93-65, and they will await the winner of the Oregon-Liberty game that is coming up. When we return, we'll have more of the All-State postgame report. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my superhydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get...
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com. Like you know to check you have gas first before road tripping through the desert.
Empty? Seriously? Maybe I can walk.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So if you want to save money, check Allstate first at 888-ALLSTATE or allstate.com.
Maybe I can't.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Welcome to the Tournament Post-Game Show on Westwood One, sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Back in Seattle with the Arizona Wildcats, the 4th seed in the East region, knock out the 13 seed Akron by a score of 93-65. 5 Arizona players score in double figures in the game. Arizona pounding Akron on the glass. 53-22 was the final rebounding edge. And let's take a look at the stats of the game, sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. With TurboTax, now Taxes is getting an expert who files your taxes for you so you can stay focused on following your bracket. Intuit TurboTax, now this is Taxes. Arizona at 56.5%, 12 of 25 from 3. They went just 3 of 10 from the free throw line. 5 Wildcats in double figures, led by Jayden Bradley with 19. Trey Townsend had 16. Carter Bryant with 12. Caleb Love and KJ Lewis had 10 apiece. Meanwhile, for Akron, Tavari Johnson and Nate Johnson had 13 apiece, but Nate Johnson just 1 of 9 from the floor. Shema Scott had 11 points in the ball game. Arizona, a huge edge, points in the paint, 48-20. A game much like Maryland and Grand Canyon, where Arizona got the lead, kept their foot on the gas, and just really dominated.
Yeah, very, very similar games. Second chance points, 18-4. I thought Arizona got their fast break game going in the second half, 11-4 fast break points. They were just too much. They had chance to go 50-49. They came up a little short in the free throws. But, boy, I'll tell you what, 57% from the field, 48 against, we thought before the game that the three-point shooting was going to be a big plus for Akron. They're one of the best in the country all year, 7 for 25. Meantime, the Wildcats 12 for 25.
Yeah, and Arizona, when they make threes, they win. They're now 21-3 this year when they shoot 30% or better. That's a low bar, but if they just hit 30%, they win. It was 48% in the ball game tonight. All right, let's talk about our player of the game, sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows what makes SpringFest savings even better, or member-only doorbuster deals. Shop these limited-time savings before they're gone. Lowe's, they help. You save. Again, a lot of good candidates. Who do you like?
Yeah, exactly. Same problem we had last game. Carter Bryant played really well. Trey Townsend, our guest, was excellent. But Jayden Bradley set the table. 35 minutes he played. 8 for 13 from the field. 3 for 5 from downtown. 6'3" guard had 6 boards, including 2 on the offensive end. 3 assists. 2 steals. He was the man for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and again, like we were just talking about the team as a whole, when Jayden Bradley makes threes, that is monstrous. He had been in a slump, but he has been shooting it much better as of late. For Akron, they'll finish their season 28-7. It's a terrific program with a terrific head coach. Again, I think like Grand Canyon, they had kind of a bad matchup tonight, got in a hole and couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, no question. John Gross has done an incredible job for this team. 28 wins. They were 17-1 in the MAC. They're a balanced team. They're an entertaining team the way they play. John Gross has really reestablished that program at the top of the MAC. Great year for the Zips. I know they're not going to want to hear that tonight, but they have an awful lot to be proud of.
Arizona wins at 93-65. Time now to rejoin our Straight Talk Wireless studios in Los Angeles. Need more data so you can stream your Jam Mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. We'll send it back to our studios now in L.A.
All right, Ryan, thank you very much. We will hear from you and PJ one more time for that final game of the night in Seattle, Oregon, and Liberty, the 5-12 matchup in the East. Brad Heller with you from the Westwood One Broadcast Center in Los Angeles. What a performance by the 4 seed in the East, the Arizona Wildcats, shooting over 56% for the game. But a lot of those shots were high percentage because they dominated inside. It's time now for the Wrangler highlight of the game.
Watched by Sharon Young, and lobbed up top to Basar. Handed back to Bradley. Chest pass right side. Bryant turns, shoots a 3 from the corner. Back to the iron, no good. Townsend up top, slams it in. Trey Townsend on the offensive glass with a finish. 86-57 Arizona.
The highlight of the game, sponsored by Wrangler. Here's to the early risers, the go-getters. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles to kickstart your day. Wrangler for the ride of life. Arizona never trailed, 93-65 the final score. The Wildcats are moving on, and we could see an old-school Pac-12 matchup coming up on Sunday. If Oregon can beat Liberty, that's the 5-12 matchup. We've already seen a couple 12 wins already in the tournament, so nothing guaranteed. But the Ducks and the Flames, the final game of the day in Seattle after the Wildcats beat the Zips, Arizona over Akron, 93-65. Scores and highlights on the other side, including UConn underway against Oklahoma. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Oh, no. Stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AB.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Ball above all. Am I right, y'all? Any questions?
Professor, NCAA Division I women's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to get loud? Rep your squad? Get your players hyped up to go all the way to the ship? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Arizona, the 4th seed in the East, is moving on. A dominant performance in Seattle over the 13 seed Akron, 93-65. Brad Heller with you from the Westwood One Broadcast Center in Los Angeles. Let's check the tournament scoreboard, sponsored by GoodRx. Check GoodRx for simple, smart savings on weight loss medications and other prescriptions at GoodRx.com. The UConn Huskies, the two-time defending national champs, the 8-9 matchup, UConn and Oklahoma. Yes, this team is different from the last two teams that Dan Hurley has brought into the tournament, but the Huskies got off to a good start.
On a lob, a reach on a catch for Reed. They'll double him. He spins through it, puts it up, can't score. Rebound ricochets Mahaney. Top of the key three. He sinks it. And that's big news for Connecticut. 14-6. Aiden Mahaney for three, just his 23rd of the year. And it's a new season for him as well.
Jason Benetti on the call. UConn has not trailed yet. They were up 11-2 to start. It's 23-18 Huskies. 6 minutes to go in the first half. You can hear that on the Westwood One Sports app and also at westwoodonesports.com. The Florida Gators await the winner, 95-69. The top seed in the West moving on, a 24-5 start, and Florida never looked back. Walter Clayton Jr. at 23 points in just 28 minutes. New Mexico, a 10-0 run late in this one to beat Marquette 75-66. The Lobos get their first tournament win in 13 years as Richard Pitino's team is moving on and will take on either Michigan State or Bryant coming up next in Cleveland. Kentucky, which had lost its last 2 games to teams seeded 14 or worse. No problem today for Mark Pope's Wildcats 76-57 over Troy. A 16-0 run and a 12-0 run, all in the second half to blow that one open. Kentucky will take on either Xavier or Illinois, and that one tied at 14 early on in Milwaukee. The Musketeers coming off that first 4 win over Texas on Wednesday. Duke, the top seed in the East, all over Mount St. Mary's, 93-49, wire-to-wire for the Blue Devils. They've won 9 straight in the round of 64. They'll take on Baylor Sunday, the 9-seed Bears over the 8-seed Mississippi State, a 3-point win. 7 straight wins for the Bears in the round of 64. North Carolina tried to come back from 22 down in the second half, cut the deficit against Ole Miss to 2, but Sean Padula, a dagger 3 with under a minute to go. He had 20 points. The Rebels survived 71-64. They'll take on Iowa State on Sunday. The Cyclones, a 27-point win over Lipscomb, largest margin of victory in the tournament game. Same for Maryland, 32 points. That was the final margin against Grand Canyon earlier in Seattle. Colorado State is next. The 12-seed Rams, giving the Mountain West 2 teams in the round of 32. The Rams knocked off the 5-seed Memphis 78-70, their first time in the round of 32 in a dozen years. St. Mary's beat Vanderbilt 59-56, the 7-seed in the East surviving to take on the 2-seed Alabama. The Crimson Tide were down for only 30 seconds in the second half. Mark Sears took over after that. 90-81, the Crimson Tide beat Robert Morris. Sears 19 of his 22 coming in the second half. So the Arizona Wildcats, the 4-seed in the East region, are moving on in Seattle as they beat Akron 93-65. The Wildcats never trailed. 56% shooting, plus 31 in rebounding, 15 offensive boards. You get the idea. They just dominated inside, and Arizona awaits Oregon or Liberty in that East region second-round action coming up on Sunday. This has been the All-State Tournament post-game show on Westwood One. Some people just know there's a better way to do things, like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. We'd like to thank our crew, our studio coordinator, Laura Romo, associate producers Jordan Markovic and Dan Silverman, production supervisor Nick Pope, production assistants provided by Chad Hartley and Adam Braunstein, engineer Lloyd Glazer, producer Brian O'Connell, coordinating producers Brian Finkelstein and Aaron Cummins, executive producer Mike Eby, and the senior vice president of sports for Cumulus Media and Westwood One is Bruce Gilbert. Tonight's broadcast of the NCAA tournament on the Westwood One NCAA radio network has been sponsored by Monster.com, by Barbasol Shaving Cream, by O'Reilly Auto Parts, by Wago, by Uber Eats, by Wrangler, and by NCAA.com. More exciting action on the way from Seattle. One more game to go. Oregon and Liberty, that 5-12 matchup in the East starting at 10:15 p.m. Eastern. A reminder, you can listen to every tournament game via the free Westwood One Sports, Varsity Network, and NCAA March Madness apps, or with TuneIn Premium and on SiriusXM. Online, you can find us at WestwoodOneSports.com and NCAA.com. And on any Alexa-enabled device, you can choose which game you want to listen to. Just say, open Westwood One Sports. Again, the final, Arizona 93 and Akron 65. Now for Ryan Radke and PJ Carlissimo, I'm Brett Heller. Thank you for joining us. You've been listening to exclusive coverage of the 2025 Men's Basketball Championship on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to March.
The madness is here.
They've survived. They've advanced in a game for the ages.
Tuesday at 5 Eastern, 5-time national champion head coach Mike Krzyzewski will preview the Sweet 16 matchups.
There's been so much magic in past marches. You're playing against a team that believes in magic. It's absolutely beautiful.
Basketball and Beyond with Coach K, exclusively on Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
Hear the Masters exclusively on SiriusXM. Hi, this is Mike Tirico, and there's nothing like the Masters.
Rory McIlroy, he's thinking Grand Slam.
The beauty of the azaleas, the passion of the patrons, and the best golfers in the world vying for a green jacket.
For birdie at 16, it's on the way up to the cup and in. Scotty Scheffler can put one arm in the jacket right now.
It all makes for one of the most iconic weekends in sports. Tune into Masters Radio this April on Channel 92 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
The countdown to the 2025 NFL Draft is on SiriusXM Radio.
What a throw by Cam Ward!
Beginning April 24th, we're live in Green Bay with pick-by-pick coverage for all 32 teams.
With the first pick, the Tennessee Titans select.
You'll hear expert analysis and exclusive interviews with the next generation of stars.
You know, my goal was to get to the NFL and continue to be great.
Get ready for the NFL Draft with SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Opening day is coming.
And we can already hear the buzz in this ballpark.
Get ready for the season with SiriusXM and MLB Network Radio.
Shohei Ohtani, unload!
You'll hear every MLB game on SiriusXM, including your hometown announcers on the SiriusXM app. Home run for Judge. And talk about the game on MLB Network Radio, the only 24/7 baseball channel on radio. SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
College basketball fans, wake up to SEC This Morning.
Alley-oop!
We're the only show talking SEC hoops 5 days a week.
One of the best college basketball leagues ever assembled.
Hosts that know your team inside and out.
The Southeastern Conference is doing unprecedented things.
Plus coaches, players, and experts.
We are in the golden age of basketball in the Southeastern Conference.
Get analysis and insights every morning. Weekdays starting at 8 a.m. Eastern on SEC Radio Channel 374 and the SiriusXM app.
Hey, Jim Rome here. What's cracking?
Hi.
Hope you're enjoying the game. And when you're not taking in a game, find us on Sirius Channel 161, XM Channel 206. In fact, we'll be there every weekday afternoon, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you've got something you want to break down from this game, you know where to find us. Just make sure you have it taken. Don't suck.
Step your game up.
That has never changed. In fact, the show has never changed. We're just back home. And it's great to be there. Sirius 161, XM 206. See you there.
Sweet mercy!
It's college baseball season, and SiriusXM College Sports Radio has the best coverage up through Omaha.
The baseball national title has a home sweet home on Rocky Top.
Join Mike Farron and Mike Rooney every Thursday for This Week in College Baseball. The best analysis.
This is going to be an absolutely killer year.
And the best guests.
Elliot Avett at NC State. Always enjoy listening to you guys.
To hear the latest episode, download the SiriusXM app and search College Baseball. Your home for the madness is SiriusXM.
What March is going to bring us, it just doesn't get any better.
We've got every game of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. Hear every moment from when the ball is tipped to when the nets are cut down in San Antonio.
From the first four to the final four.
Don't miss Westwood One's coverage of the NCAA men's basketball tournament on SiriusXM.